Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Q and Cove. And hold on.
Oh, we back? We back?
Wait a minute. I know the sound of those bells. That can only mean one thing. Yeah! Yeah! Let's go. We back.
How did you get it fixed? How did you get it fixed?
I had to send it back to road. They sent me back a new one. I got like 3 boxes of these they've had to bring back. But yes, we are back. Free agency is back. The soundboard is back. The Browns are trying to bring the offensive line back. Got a lot of things to talk about. Cole, what's the first thing you want to get off?
Should we make sure we talk about the Cavs first? Because if we don't talk about it first, we usually don't talk about it.
Yeah, we gotta break that trend. Yeah, our producer has to help us break that trend.
Why do we even have a producer at this point? You know,
let's bring on screen. Actually, everybody, clap it up for Curtis, man. Ooh, sorry, that's not the button. There it is. There it is. Come on, clap it up for Curtis.
Come on,
everybody, clap it up for Curtis.
Button, man. Come on now.
Huh?
You gonna press the wrong button to bring me on? Come on, man.
My bad. Which one does it do? Okay,
that's even worse.
There it is.
There it is. That's what you deserve. Never keeping us on track.
Curtis is going to keep us on track today. But yeah, let's talk about the Cavaliers. They've had a lot of injuries go on, so it's kind of hard to really like figure out what they are, what they aren't. Did have guys back for the Celtics game. And it's weird because I got a lot of pushback on this, and I don't understand why, because what I said was not new. The Celtics present some unique problems for the Cavaliers, and it's probably in the Cavs' best interest to not play them early on in the playoffs. Like, I don't think there's anything crazy about that. Like, I don't think it's really ducking or anything like that. I think if you're the Cavs, you much prefer your matchup versus the Pistons. If you're the Cavs, I like the matchup between the Knicks and the Celtics. I think the Knicks are actually matched up better for the Celtics than the Cavs are. And I think the Cavs can beat the Knicks in the series because, like, the stuff that the Knicks did that presented problems in 23, they don't really have the bodies at big anymore to do. Like, they had Julius Randle, they had Hartenstein. Right now, they can only really throw Mitchell Robinson at you, who can only play certain sections of the game. Yeah, he's going to get like a bunch of rebounds, but he's going to have to come off the court because he can't shoot free throws. And their end of game lineup just doesn't include him. So you can get past that if you just shoot regular from 3. And I think if you see that pathway, I think there's a clean pathway for the Cavs to get to the finals. I think the worst pathway for the Cavs is to try to play the Celtics because the Celtics have a lot of shit that we don't really have great answers for. Like, I thought it was concerning when, like, once the Evan Mobley faucet got turned off by them, I was like, oh, we got nothing. Like, we have no easy way to get a bucket now, and I get it. It's 1:00. Your shooting's not going to be great, but Boston's was. Ours was terrible. Whatever. We could chalk that up to a bad shooting quarter, right? And I know people are like, well, it was 1 quarter, but it's been 3 years of evidence here with the Celtics matching up bad. And honestly, you can use the Pacers series as evidence of the Cavs not matching up well with the Celtics. What did the Pacers do to beat us? They started playing like the fucking Celtics. like that's what they did. So yeah, I think the Celtics present a unique problem. I think it's more passable when they don't have a Kristaps Porzingis in there, right? Because maybe the bigs can get involved. Jarrett Allen didn't play in that game. That is a big thing, but we don't know what Jarrett Allen's consistently going to be in the playoffs enough to be like, oh, Jarrett wasn't there. Jason Tatum coming back from this Achilles and having a fairly efficient night. I don't know what the fuck happened there. I don't know what went down, but this is like Adrian Peterson coming back from the ACL in 6 months type shit. Like, I don't know how that happened, how he looks this good off the Achilles. And maybe this is something where it shows itself like as the season continues for him and as he puts more wear on that Achilles. But as of right now, he looks fine. I think that's another issue for the Cavs, right? Like they can score band for band with the Cavaliers and outpace them very often. So this becomes a series where the Cavs starts to have to play defense, but the 3-point defense has not ever been strong. And the Celtics can take advantage of that. Once they rotate Mobley over, they're going to kick it to a corner and Peyton Pritchard's going to make a three. It's a bad matchup for Cleveland. I think Oklahoma City and the Celtics are uniquely terrible matchups for Cleveland. Not saying that's impossible for them to beat them. Anything's possible, but if you're the Cavs, there's no problem being strategic here.
It's bad when you have to say, anything is possible. Anything's possible. You can
do
anything.
Yeah. Sure.
It's bad.
What I mean?
It's bad.
It's not a great matchup. It's a bad matchup. It's a really bad matchup for them.
Yeah, they want to stay at the 4 seed for sure. For sure.
We thought that the Knicks versus the Cavs in 23 was going to be a bad matchup for the Knicks, right? Like that's the caveat that I have. I've seen it where it's like, oh, it looks like a terrible matchup. And then we find out, no, we the bad matchup, right? Like, I just think that the Celtics are more battle tested than obviously the Cavs were.
Well, obviously, yeah.
And the Celtics have struggled with those teams. Like Detroit would be a better matchup for the Celtics for whatever. Like, I don't know. I have the feeling like Detroit could match up better with the Celtics than the Cavs would because Detroit can force them out of their game a little bit easier.
I'm going to be real with you.
The Cavs can't.
Detroit feels like, unfortunately, they feel like the team that everybody wants to play in a series.
Because they can't shoot.
They can't shoot at all.
And Pistons fans are in such denial about this, but they can't shoot.
Like teams want to play you.
They're big. Like when the problem that Detroit have is similar to the issue that the Rockets had last year, right? When you're out here bringing off Duncan Robinson, is like, hey, that's our second shooter. It's over. Like
that's their best shooter. Yeah, let's call it what it is. That's their best shooter.
You're going to be leaning on Karis LeVert to carry you in the playoffs. Like, we know how that goes.
Yeah, I feel bad for JB a little bit, to be honest with you. I feel bad for JB a little bit just because, I feel like it's setting up for him to have another postseason faux pas. And
last year, did he?
I mean,
last year was pretty positive. It was like their first playoff win in a long ass time.
Yeah, it was positive.
Yeah,
it was positive. But now you're the number one seed in the East.
It's kind of like the Cavs. It's
the Cavs.
Cavs.
Yeah, it's like the Cavs when they were the second.
Like, Donovan got hurt. We could have took him to 6 with the Celtics, and then we win all them games, and now the expectation changes, and then all of a sudden, it ain't good enough to just get out the first round.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because I keep saying this. Depending on who they get in that first round matchup, might be rougher than you think it's gonna be for them. Might be rough.
Like, who could they get?
I've been saying this for a while.
Oh, you think the Hornets?
I don't think they want to play I think that's a bad matchup for them.
I agree with you. I just don't think that anybody on that Hornets roster has ever played real basketball.
This is the thing, though. It's the way that they play.
I get you.
It's a bad matchup.
You're correct. I'm not disputing any basketball points with you. My whole thing is just like Brandon Miller, the only one of them dudes I've seen play a real basketball game recently, and that was in college, and that was the second round. March Madness.
Hey man, I don't think the Pistons want to see.
I've never seen LaMelo Ball play a serious basketball game ever, and I've been following LaMelo since he was a freshman in high school.
They about to be playing some serious ones. What are the standings currently? Let me actually look at this because I know the Cavs are I know the Cavs are. No, they're definitely in the play-in. They're definitely in the play-in right now. Let me see. I feel like you wild. Yes, they're the 10th seed. They're the 10th seed.
So they got the Hawks. If they play the Hawks, they're fine.
They're gonna have to play the Hawks because they're 10th seed. So they're gonna be fine.
No. I'm saying if the Pistons play the Hawks, they're fine.
Oh yeah, they're fine. They're gonna win that.
If the Pistons play the 76ers, they're fine.
I feel like they're fine. Yeah. I think they're fine.
The Pistons play the Heat, they're fine.
Yeah, I just don't think they want to play the team that shoots a bunch of threes all game.
Yeah, I think that could be an issue. I just don't think the Hornets are going to show up in a playoff series. I don't think they're going to shoot their normal averages. I think they're going to miss a bunch of shots. I think we're going to get LaMelo doing dumb LaMelo shit. Like, they just have, like, this is their first time playing serious game. I don't even trust them in the play-in, to be honest. But they've been in the play-in before, so I can't be completely out on them. But a real playoff series, I see that being a sweep. I don't think they'll have issues in the first round.
While we talking about standings?
Yeah. Now that's the issue. The Celtics might catch them.
So this is where it's gonna be. This is where it's gonna be interesting, right? Because if the Celtics hawk the Pistons, the Cavs need to get the 3 seed.
Yes. Which I think they can get. They're only one game behind.
Yeah, they could hawk the Knicks. I mean, they both have the same amount of losses. You know what I'm saying? They have the same amount of losses. This is going to be
one of those things that gets determined in the last week of the season. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be close enough to where it's going to be determined in the last. Well, I think we will know if the Pistons are going to keep that 1 seed or not by the end of this month. And then the Cavs will have the last 2 weeks of the season to strategize.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting how they want to play it. Because they would play the Magic. I think they would, like, if things hold, because the bottom of the East is like really close too. So if they got the 3 seed, they would play the Magic,
who are a much easier opponent than the Raptors.
Yeah, I don't think the Cavs want to play the Raptors the first round. I really don't.
The Raptors are not, like, you want the Magic to get the 5 seed and to play the Magic. Like, if you could play those first 2 rounds against teams that can't shoot, you're in heaven if you're the Cavs. Because I'm telling people, I've told people this for a long time. The Cavs' issue is not just, they get out rebounded. It's like, okay, the rebounding is one thing. Who cares? They out rebounded the Pacers in that series last year, right? Like, it didn't matter one bit. It's the fucking 3-point shooting.
And that's the thing
with the rebounding.
That's the thing with the Cavs that I don't trust is because, like, when people talk about the Cavs, it's always default like they're soft. They're not tough enough. They're not big enough. But when you really look at some of the games, like, they win the quote unquote tough stats or like the effort stats. You know what I'm saying?
You could make the argument that they out toughed the Pacers, especially like game 2, where Donovan Mitchell was going to the cup like 30 fucking times in that game, getting knocked to the floor every single time. They lost the game because that's all they had to go to.
Yeah, like this is the issue with the Cavs. This is the real issue with the Cavs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their role players do not make shots in big games.
I would argue that's not been the problem. I think some role players have made big shots in big games. I think Max Strus popped up in some big moments last year. I think the issue, who probably will be back for the playoffs. But, like, Dennis Schroeder's going to make some shots. Keon Ellis is going to make some shots. I think Sam Merrill will have a game where he makes some shots. I think the issue has been that Donovan Mitchell's 3-point shooting dips to drastic levels in the playoffs. Since 2022, he's been a 30% 3-point shooter in the playoffs. That's an egregious number for somebody who shoots 38% regularly. And when he takes as many shots as he does, because like Donovan doesn't take like 3 shots a game. Donovan be taking 12 of them bitches, and you shooting 30%. Like,
he definitely be getting them up.
Feel it. 30% when you taking 3 shots ain't a big deal. 30% when you taking 10, you average 8 to 9 shots a game. That's a problem.
Because now we're talking about the amount of possessions that you're taking up missing shots.
Yes. And like, let's talk about how many of these are bad 3-point shots too. Like, where he just gets to the top of the key, jumps, tries to step back and then shoot, just all the time on the clock. I think it's been that the core 2 scorers for the Cavs, whether it's Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, now it's going to be Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. The 3-point shooting has not translated from the regular season to the postseason for both of them. You know what I mean? Like, say what we want about Max Strus, was the best 3-point shooter in that series against the Pacers, right?
Not great.
Like, the people they depend on to get the usage and to score and to shoot threes, those guys all shat the bed. Ty Jerome, Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland. All from three, all awful. I think that's the biggest issue. Those guys have to shoot better from three. Like, Dean Wade's not going to make a bunch of threes, but he's not going to take a bunch of threes, right? DeAndre Hunter was another one whose 3-point percentage just dipped in that series.
But you're making my point, and it's like, hey, these guys were hitting threes all regular season.
Why is that happening?
They're not hitting them.
Donovan Mitchell in that series just lost his gravity from the 3-point line because he was shooting 30. Well, he's shooting like 25 in that series. So yeah, when that happens, now your role players are going to be guarded more closely from the 3-point line. They're not going to get open shots because they're not so worried about Donovan Mitchell killing them from all three levels, and that leads to your role players shooting worse. But it starts with Donovan. Like he has to be more than a 30% 3-point shooter in the playoffs this year. The Cavs in general, their 3-point shooting falls off a cliff, right? Like it's not just one person having a bad performance, it's the whole team dipping. And I think that's because the best player, his 3-point percentages are plummeting. He's jacking a bunch of threes. And when you're on the sideline watching Donovan Mitchell miss a bunch of threes, it don't make you want to shoot threes. So now we start getting timid about shooting these threes, which makes our 3-point percentages even worse. So what do we end up doing? Fuck it. Throw the ball, let Donovan drive. And that can work. You could get 50 with Donovan for that. But that's not the kind of team that the Cavs are built to be. So they got to get over that hump. Like whatever is affecting the 3-point shooting, for whoever it is, it can't happen. Because if the Cavs can't shoot 36% from three in the playoffs, they're not going to beat anybody serious. They'll beat the Pistons. They'll beat like the Magic shooting poorly from three. I'm fully confident they could do that. Because they'll just put up more shots and make more threes with a shitty percentage. But they're not going to beat the Knicks. They're not going to beat the Boston Celtics if they don't shoot better from three in the playoffs. And I think that's the big thing. We talked about all this shit with the Pacers series. I'm shocked that I haven't heard like enough talk about, hey man, we shot 29% in that series. Like they shot 42. If we shoot 36 and they shoot 42, I think we're fine. But we were at 29. One of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the league is 29. And we're supposed to be a 38% team. These are the things that get them. We could talk all day about Jared Allen don't rebound enough in big games, and that does happen. We could bitch about Evan Mobley not rebounding much. But if Evan Mobley was 4 for 7 from three, we wouldn't be bitching. Like, we will be winning. I think that's the biggest thing with the Cavs. What is going on from three? Why did the entire identity change last year? And is James Harden enough to make that not happen? Or are we going to default to James ISO, Donovan ISO in the playoffs and, have the same fate that you're going to have when you're playing that way? That's the big thing. Kenny, too, got outcoached thoroughly by Rick Carlisle last year.
Oh, yeah, not even close.
Hall of Fame coach, you know what I mean? Like your first year in Cleveland, Hall of Fame coach, he's been in Indiana forever, with those guys forever. I'm not really going to trip because, like, okay, I can understand that can happen, right? Like, that seems like it could happen to a fair bit amount of people. Fair enough. And look, to Rick Carlisle's credit, it wasn't just Cleveland he did this to. He did this shit to Giannis. He did this shit to us. He did this shit to the Knicks. He almost goddamn did it to the Oklahoma City Thunder. With a roster that does not justify taking the Thunder to 7. Like, a healthy Thunder team, he took them to 7. It's crazy to think. But, man. Yeah. It's nuts, right?
Man, if the Halliburton don't get hurt that last game, what happens?
Ooh, we don't know.
What happens? What happens?
Like, it's crazy, right? So, like, again, like, I don't want to overreact too much to what happened last year and then project that onto this year. But we're talking about Boston. These are fundamental things that have fucked with the Cavs. Their 3-point shooting hasn't been what it needs to be from the regular season into the postseason. But more importantly, that's when the rebounding kills you. It's like, okay, yeah, you're getting out rebounded, but it don't really kill you. if they shooting 25% if they're the Detroit Pistons or the Magic, like it don't really kill you. It only kills you when those offensive rebounds get thrown out to a three and it's goddamn, here comes random white guy on the Celtics shooting from the goddamn logo, just cashing that bitch.
Hey, you know who Peyton Pritchard is, don't you?
No, it wasn't Peyton Pritchard.
Was it Sam Hauser?
Yeah, it was like Sam Hauser. Is it Hauser?
Yeah, Sam Hauser.
Luka Garza got 2 off.
Oh, yeah, he did get 2 off. I was like, come on, bro.
Luka Garza, that's why. All right, man, we ain't winning. Why?
like, is that Luka Garza shooting like
that? I was on my Jeff Teague. We ain't got this. You didn't hear him talk about when LeBron came back for like 30 at halftime? He was like, man, we finally beat him because he got swept every game. Every game he played against LeBron beat him throughout his career. So he was like, we finally get up 30 on him. I'm like, oh, we finally about to beat Bron. Then he look over at the Cavs bench. LeBron talking about, we good. And he was like, what? Like, y'all down 30. Dog, they cut that shit to 8 by the third quarter. I remember looking at my bench being like, we lost. It's over. We need Jeff Teague on the LeBron doc. Like,
oh, they're saying Schreerman.
Schreerman?
Schreer, yeah. Baylor Shearman?
Man, all I know it was just one white dude after another, just raining threes. Okay, just like, who's number 79? What is going on? Like,
I do think it's interesting. Like, since James Harden's been on the team, they're the only 2 like really bad losses they've had have been the Thunder and the Celtics, and they both in both of those games they started those games terribly.
Well, those games terrible. I can count on. I swear to God, every single Cavs national TV Sunday game on ABC, they have started slowly. Remember, they went down like 25 to the Celtics one time and beat them. Like they always do this. Like every time I watch them on Sunday on ESPN and like Richard Jefferson's there, I'm like, oh shit, we about to go down by 20, but we might come back. Like I don't even get nervous when we go down by 20 early in those games. I'm like, we're gonna come back, but like we're gonna go down 20. Like I don't know what it is, but
maybe they should consider going down like 10.
Huh?
Maybe they should consider only being down by like 10.
I'll be honest. They almost beat the Thunder. They went down by 20 early on. They started this game up 8 against the Boston Celtics. Like they started this game good versus Boston. And then they hit 25 points and it just stopped.
Yeah, that second quarter was off.
It wasn't just second. It was the end of the first. And then they got up to, they started out +8 the first like 6 minutes. Everybody's feeling good. We getting buckets. We getting money. Evan Mobley got like 8 points in the quarter. We like, okay, we knew that Evan was a problem for him, and then they figured out the Evan thing, and then we had nothing. Like, and it felt like, what it felt like for the first time? It's only felt this way versus Boston and Oklahoma City. We did just trade for James Harden a month ago. Like, every other team we played for, like James Harden been here for 2 years. But then we play those 2. I'm like, we got more to figure out. Like,
yeah, 10 points in the second quarter, not going to get it done.
Yeah.
Not going to get it done.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was really, and what's shocking? They only ended that quarter at 11. Well, they ended that quarter, they were only at an 11-point deficit in points for that quarter.
Uh-oh.
We got news?
We got Geno to the Jets.
Oh. Yeah, I've been hearing that might happen. Geno to the Jets. Hey, man, Geno, why are you going to do this to yourself, brother?
Hey, man, he had to do something. He had to to go somewhere.
The Jets.
We're right back where it all started, man. Where it
all went wrong? What? Where it started? Where he got his jaw broken?
Listen, man, we're trying to make it right. We're trying to make it right.
This ain't even a homecoming.
It's not a homecoming, but
it's not a homecoming, dog. It's like if
we're trying to make it right. We're trying to make it right.
Why? Why is anybody trying to make any of that right? They're like, yeah, Geno Smith quarterback the team. Like, this is my whole thing about Geno Smith. I'm like, yeah, Geno Smith might give you a floor as a quarterback, but then I was like, he did play for the Raiders last year. Guess where the Raiders were? Number 1 overall pick. Guess why Geno Smith is available? Because they got the number 1 overall pick. So maybe Geno doesn't provide the floor that I thought. Like,
so this is interesting now because, like, where does Kyler go? Because I thought he was going to the Jets for the longest time.
No, he's going to go to Minnesota, right? That's pretty much confirmed.
I think he's going to. Yeah, I mean, he pretty much has to go to Minnesota now.
That was where all the rumors were pointing. I haven't heard anything since then. It was like, oh, Kyler's going to Minnesota.
Oh, yeah. I heard the Jets.
But Kyler's going to Minnesota. We've known for a while that Malik Willis is going to go to Miami. And then...
Ooh, Romeo Doubs.
Who did he sign with?
Patriots.
Damn.
3 for $60.
So he got 20.
Yeah,
well,
20
that's
years.
agent numbers. He probably got 15.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll get the numbers.
Yeah, we'll get the actual money in like a day or two. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be 15. But let's talk about what the Browns did in free agency. So first they made the trade for Titus Howard. Gave him about $19 million after making the move for him. Then they signed Zion Williams, and then they also brought in Quincy Williams. Well, no, Zion. What's Zion's last name? I don't think it's Williams.
I'm about to say is what I think. I'm about to say it's Johnson. It's definitely Johnson.
Zion Johnson. My bad, brother.
Yeah,
and then they brought in
wrong black last name. Wrong black last name.
It was one of those ones. It was one of the big 5. Sorry, brother Johnson.
Quincy Williams,
Jones, Williams.
Ooh, oh man, wrong black last name, but it's cool.
Yeah,
it's
my
cool.
bad. Robinson's definitely in there. Yeah, Robinson's definitely in there. But yeah, I like these moves for the money that they did. The one that I was like, the Zion one, for the money, there's an out after 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, they're betting on upside, former first round pick. So they're hoping that becomes a good deal in 3 years, and then they could take the player, that they could take the team option. It's not a team option, but it's literally built in to be like a team option.
Team option, yeah.
They can get it out there at the 2, make it a 3+1, get a good deal there, and then work an extension out after it. So they get a discount on a year on a player. So they basically be like, we get him under market value until he's 29. And then at that point, he'd be 29. So his value, he would have missed his peak days in free agency. It's kind of like, when you really think of it from a pro player perspective, like the Browns maneuver this shit really well. Mm-hmm. And because like Andrew Berry's not on a better team doing this stuff, I don't think it gets as much attention. But like if I looked at this from like a pro player or agent standpoint, I'm like, hey, bro, they kind of like that. They kind of evil over there with how they operate, because they're like, yeah, we're gonna give you this 2+3, 2+1, right? Which, you know, if we want out, we can get out at 28. But if we want more, we can say, okay, we're going to add 1 more year, but then you'll be 29, about to be 30. So you'll never hit peak market value. It's brilliant for the Browns. It's kind of the deal that he has to sign.
Listen, they're taking advantage of a situation. That's all they're doing. It's taking advantage of the situation. They had the leverage to take advantage.
Like, Andrew Berry would be amazing at running a record label.
Oh, in the 360?
On your upside, you know.
Hey, you better recoup. That's all I know.
Hey, look, you recoup, you good. Look, you good. You're not gonna get 30 or nothing crazy like that, but you might get another, 15, 20 mil. Like, you did this shit to Wyatt Teller.
Like, yeah, he did.
Hey, yo.
Oh, also, former Colts offensive tackle Braden Smith is now a Houston Texan. 2 years, $25 million. 13.5 guaranteed.
2 years, 25?
13.5 guaranteed.
That's not bad. That's not bad for Houston. It's not,
that's not bad.
Not what I think Braden was hoping to take.
I'm wondering what Walker gets.
Mm. Yeah, because nobody's biting. So he's probably going to dip to like 15.
He's probably going to, he might dip lower.
Well, you think lower than 15?
He might dip lower.
If it's lower
more
than
15, 10. More than 10. More than 10, but less than 15, I think.
Yeah. Like 12 a year? He's going to get less than Zion? There's no way.
If he gets less than Zion, that's crazy.
Yeah. Who's his agent?
I have no idea, actually.
Hey, Curtis, if you can figure that out, please let me know.
No idea who his agent is, but I know he's upset.
The man got a gun charge right before he hit free agency.
I know he's upset. Like, oh my God.
Now I remember seeing that. They were like, yeah, it's not a big deal. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man.
Right before free agency?
Huh?
Right before free agency? It's a big deal.
It was like, it's not a big deal. I'm like, I don't want my left tackle getting a gun charge. like they were like, well, he just, he self-reported. I'm like, why did he bring a pistol into the airport? Like, you a grown ass man. You know you ain't supposed to have that. Like what you mean? Like, why you staying strapped to that extent? Like personally staying strapped.
Like, I don't get it.
Like somebody about to assassinate you?
I don't get it, bro.
What?
I don't have a good answer for. I genuinely don't have a good answer for you.
You ain't got a homie who could just hold the strap? Like you personally holding that thing. That don't make no sense. And I get people like, well, you gotta do. Nah, man, he got so much to fucking lose. Why is he holding the strap? I don't have that much to lose, Cole. Guess what I'm not doing? Holding the strap. I'm not doing it. I got too much to lose. He got so much more to lose than me, dog. Like, what?
You could pay somebody to do that, by the way.
Man. The team will send somebody who does that, who has the proper authority to have that thing on him at the airport. Like, what are we doing?
I don't know.
Like, that's crazy.
It's insane, actually. It's actually insane.
It's absurd.
But it might work out in the Browns' favor, so that's fine.
Well, the question is, like, would you want to bring him in on a cheap deal, or would you rather just? Well, you could just do both, I guess, huh?
You could do both.
It'll piss off Browns Twitter, but then, like, who cares?
That doesn't matter.
You got to break a couple of eggs to make an omelet.
Yeah. Like if he signed for less than 15, they do another like 2+1, and then they draft Freeling or whatever.
No, he's definitely in 1+1 territory. If my market value is big, no, you're not gonna you can't let Andrew Berry hit you with the okie doke. Be like, oh yeah, we'll give you a 2+1, and then you hit the market at 28, or 29, or 30 again. No. You gotta hit if you think you actually could get money, you gotta hit that 1+1. Like, 1+1 is fully guaranteed.
This how Andrew gets you though. This how Andrew gets you.
First year guaranteed, second year is like a high number, but not guaranteed.
No, this is how Andrew gets you. This is how he gets you. He gonna find out. He gonna find out how much teams offering. He gonna up that guarantee money up front. That's how he gets you. That's how he gets you.
Yeah.
Like, they ain't giving you this. I give you this right now.
Yeah.
That's how he gets you.
Cold-blooded man.
That's how he gets you. Like, hey, take this. Oh, they offering this. Take the 16.
No, it's funny when you talk to like people in the league who have to interact with GMs, and they're like, "Yeah, don't underestimate him." like fans say whatever they want about him, but you talk about these people in the league, nah, don't sleep on that guy. Like, Andrew will come back and ask you about a trade that you talked about 8 months ago. Talk about, I got the framework right here.
Yeah, we gonna see, man. We gonna see.
Hey, look,
if he get less than 15, guess who gonna offer him 15?
Hey man, 15.
Guess who gonna offer him 15? If he get less than 15,
they get Vera Tucker, so they got the money now. So it's like they could throw it. It's interesting too because I'm like I'm wondering like how fast do the Browns think they can get good? Like, do they think they can get good faster than we think? And also, like, haven't heard much about what they're going to do at quarterback. And we've talked about this before. I don't think Dylan Gabriel's a serious competitor in that room.
He's not going to be on the roster.
That feeling has been corroborated, by the way. Even I've been saying this on this pod for months. Okay, since we hired Monken, I'm like, but that's not good for Dylan Gabriel, right?
Oh, update on the compensation. Update on the compensation. It's 4 years, 4 years, 80 for Dubs.
4 years, 80.
Yeah, 4 years, 80. Ooh.
How much guaranteed?
Trying to look.
If it's
there's two different reports out. So I see 4 for 70 and I see 4 for 80.
I think the 70 is probably the number without incentives.
Yeah, Jordan Schultz is saying 4 for 80.
Yeah. He's probably reporting an incentive number.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll get clarification on that.
Because 70 makes more sense without incentives. 20 is a bit rich. By the way, for all the people like all this money that they're spending in free agency tells you need to draft a wide receiver. Not in the first round.
Like, not necessarily.
I think this actually discourages teams to taking a wide receiver in the first round, because now you know that if that player is worth keeping, he's going to be ridiculously expensive. Mm-hmm. So now it's like a 5-year proposition versus like a player who you could keep under a man. Like, you don't, when you draft Mason Graham, you're like, okay, we're going to be able to bring him back at a good number. You know, we'll make him the highest paid defensive tackle when he's up, if he lives up to his potential. But that's not going to break the bank. I mean, what wide receiver is going to be paid in 6 years? 40 million, 45 million?
Up to maybe 50.
It's ridiculous. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think the position's that. Like, it doesn't justify that. Like, impact on the field. If it did justify that, we would have more than like 3 examples maybe of wide receivers who can make that money worth it. But there's like the 3 guys who can make it worth it. There is Jamar
Chase, Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson's worth it. Don't do that.
Justin Jefferson is cold, no doubt about it. But there have been some Minnesota offenses that the reality was the reality for them. It didn't matter that Justin Jefferson was there. Like, they were better because they had Justin Jefferson. But was Minnesota able to overcome their offensive deficiencies because of Justin Jefferson? Did Justin Jefferson make number 9 out there look good because he's out there running them routes? Like, the justification for $40 million at wide receiver is that he's going to be able to basically, like Weekend at Bernie's, make that quarterback good. That's how they talk about it. Is that happening?
I do believe there is a baseline level of quarterback play that you need, though, and they were not getting that.
This is my point exactly. This is my point exactly, though, Cole. It is reliant on a baseline level of quarterback play in order to be extremely effective. So it is a supplemental position. It's not an essential one, because what you need is the quarterback. But if you have a quarterback who can hit that baseline, Cole, guess what? He's probably able to make do with wide receivers that don't need $40 million. like that is what is the point? The only point of $40 million for wide receivers, he could turn terrible quarterbacks into starters. That's not happening. That's not gonna happen. I mean, hell, Tyreek Hill about as good as they get. Wasn't gonna happen for a long time. Tyreek Hill was worth it. Jamar Chase was worth it. I can say those 2 are guys who can elevate quarterback play, and to the point where I'm like, they can elevate anybody. Everybody else ain't worth it. You think Alec Pierce about to make? Who did he sign with?
The Colts.
He signed with the Colts. You think Alex Pierce about to make a $30 million impact with the Colts this year with one-legged Daniel Jones throwing on the ball? That's $60 million right there for one option on a play.
You said one option?
One option on a play. I am strictly against this whole wide receivers getting paid thing. I'm like, it's gone too far. I'm not. 25 million is about as much as I'm willing to pay for most wide receivers.
Useless Bread makes a great point. Mike Evans is definitely a underrated.
Mike
QB
Evans is up there, like in his prime. Yeah. Definitely, Mike Evans elevator.
Didn't matter who was throwing him the ball. Mike was getting 1,000.
But you notice we're talking about guys who are going to the Hall of Fame, and the dudes getting his money ain't all going to the Hall of Fame.
Jamar going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Jamar going to the Hall of Fame. Justin Jefferson going to the Hall of Fame. And well, it depends. But Cheetah going to the Hall of Fame off play.
He going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
he might not be first ballot. He might not be first ballot.
Well, I'm just saying he's the most likely to get in some kind of trouble that makes him impossible to induct.
Yeah.
It's no argument.
I had to think about it. I had to think about it first. I was like, well, yeah.
He's still getting in trouble. It's been a decade of trouble.
That's why I said he might not be first ballot, but he'll get in.
Yeah. Barring he doesn't do anything that makes it impossible. So yeah, but like outside of that, it's like, okay, but because these Hall of Fame caliber guys get that money, the non-Hall of Fame guys get it too. And that's the problem with the wide receiver market. All these dudes coming up to get some money, they ain't worth it. They ain't worth it at all. I would argue we need to start adopting the Bill Belichick philosophy. Let's go under the market. Okay. We go get some slot receivers, a couple guys who can get a 50-50 ball, and we gonna roll with that, dog, because I'm not paying those prices. Alec Pierce got 28 million. I like Alec Pierce. He's a good player.
Good for Alec, man. Get your money, bro. Cap go up every year.
Mm-hmm.
Cap go up every year. Get your money.
Hey, bro. Yeah, look, I am not against it from his standpoint, but you know, if my team is doing it, I don't. No, I'm good. The price is too high. And I don't understand why we can evaluate and squeeze this conversation out of every other position, but when we get to wide receiver, everybody goes, "Well, you got to do it." like we will scrutinize a running back for getting $10 million. Like, oh my God, is Travis Etienne going to be able to provide $10 million of impact? Yes, he will. But God forbid, boy, wide receiver, you question that money, everybody get mad at you. I remember people got mad at me about Kenny Galladay. I was like, ain't no way Kenny Galladay gonna be worth that money. People got mad at me when I did this about Allen Robinson. I mean, Allen Robinson.
Let me see. I'm over here looking. I'm looking at the highest paid receivers right now.
Man, when's the last time the highest paid
CeeDee
receiver?
Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb.
I was about to say CeeDee Lamb 34. That we think that's egregious.
Got to do it, but did you want I don't think that's the best thing for your team building is to be paying CeeDee Lamb $34 million because you got to bring in George Pickens to make that wide receiver room actually useful.
Let me see.
And then you got to pay George Pickens $34 million.
Now, see, DK Metcalf 33.
Nah.
Nah. Garrett Wilson 32 and a half.
No. No. Come on, Cole. I know we like Garrett, but guys, he ain't worth $32 fucking million. What?
Hold on. Terry McLaurin 32. That's too much.
If Terry's over the limit for $32 million, ain't no way Garrett Wilson is cool at 34.
He's not at 34. They're both at 32.
Yeah, if Terry not worth it at 32, definitely Garrett's not worth it.
Let me see. AJ Brown 32. I think that's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, AJ's worth 32.
In a real he's not grossly overpaid. He's probably he probably should be paid in a more realistic world, probably 28, but that's not. I'm not gonna trip over a $4 million difference.
Nah, AJ's worth 32. AJ's worth 32. Amon-Ra St. Brown at 30. He's worth that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 30's good for him.
Yeah, he's worth 30. Tyreek Hill at 30. He's worth that.
Well, he was at one point.
He was not before.
I don't know what he is.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see after the injuries. T. Higgins and Jalen Waddle both at 28.
Jalen Waddle and T. Higgins, I would say not worth 28. I would confidently say Jalen Waddle not worth 28.
We'll see.
No, because Jalen Waddle was the number one receiver all year last year, and he was terrible.
Was he bad? Was he bad? I wasn't watching that.
He was on the Dolphins.
Let me see what he was doing.
Let me double check that too.
Let me see what he was doing. 9-10. 64 receptions.
Yeah, that's not worth no goddamn $28 million. I mean, we seeing that kind of that shit's worth like 22, 25.
Let me see. What else we got? DJ Moore 27, not worth that anymore.
Never was worth it.
That's no. Jameson Williams 26.
Man, Jameson Williams could sometimes be worth $30 million. Jameson Williams could sometimes be worth $2 million. It really depends on what side of the dice you get that week.
Hey, 1,100 yards. You know what I'm saying? 1,100 yards, not bad.
Saying. He is sometimes like one of the most capable receivers in the NFL. He's also sometimes Jameson Williams, and that has issues. Like I'm
fine with that at 26.
Yeah, 26 is fine for him. It's absolutely fair for him. It's just he's the most likely guy to intentionally accidentally fumble right before he scores in the league.
He also can't catch it. So.
Nobody is more likely to get you a 15-yard penalty after getting it first down than him.
Now see, Devontae Smith, 25. Yes.
It's close. Yeah.
Devontae Smith is 25. That is perfectly fine.
The only problem with like trying to evaluate his usage is his quarterback is Jalen Hurts, and that means there's going to be limitations on opportunity.
He still got 1,000. He still got 1,000 last year. So
that's what I'm saying. Like he might be worth more than that contract. It's just like we can't really see it. But right now he's producing it what you would want.
Here's the controversial one. Nico Collins at 24.
Yeah, I thought that was a bad one when he signed it. And people got on my ass about it. I feel like more people have come to my side.
I mean, he had 1,100. You know what I'm saying? 1,100
the year prior, right? But he didn't do anything the 2 years before that, right?
No. This past season he had 1,100.
Yeah, I don't think he's worth it.
Yeah, I'm talking 1,100, 1,000, and then 1,297. That's when he got paid.
Okay, I'll say he worth it then. 24.
Yeah, so I'm about to say he worth that. He's definitely worth that.
Okay,
if you give me 1,000 every year, if you get 1,000 every year, you worth it. Like you worth 24, like for sure.
Yeah, 24. It's fair, especially now with how much the cap is going up. It's fine.
Michael Pittman and Calvin Ridley at 23.
No, stop it.
Yeah,
we don't even have to look those up.
Yeah, I don't even know what Michael Pittman was. I don't even know what Michael Pittman was doing. Hold on, let me see.
23.
He just got the boot, so
he got traded for like a 7th round pick.
Oh yeah, 784.
Yeah,
784.
I mean, to be fair, his more of his metrics look better. You know, like 57.7 success rate. So maybe there's something more there that can be unlocked, but like I don't even know who Pittsburgh is having playing at quarterback this year.
Yeah, after you get to pass Devontae though, it's like Chris Godwin 22, Stephon Diggs 21, Mike Evans 20, Jacoby Myers at 20.
Stephon Diggs at 21 would be a good deal if he wasn't Stephon Diggs. Like you know how crazy it is that he got cut and his number wasn't even that high.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like he was the best wide receiver last year.
Hey, you got at number 27 making 17 and a half. You got Jerry Jeudy.
Hey, look, 17 and a half. What he had 600 last year, 700.
I don't know what he had. Let me see. Actually, I was so done with Jerry, dog.
It's funny because like Yeah, that's about what you pay for that. But he had what, $1,100 the year prior?
He had 12.
Still ahead on
he had
contract.
$1,200.
He's
still
well ahead of contract value. He could do nothing next year and still be ahead on contract value.
Like that's
from
1,200 to less than half of that.
Yeah,
1,229 to 600 is crazy.
I'm not gonna lie though. I kind of understand how it happened.
Oh yeah, with the quarterback play, yeah.
I don't want to harp on it too much.
I definitely understand how it can happen.
Yeah, I was watching some of them games and people were like, "He's got bad attitude." I'm like, "Well, he's open." And he's not getting the ball, and we can't get a first down. I'd be pretty upset too. But he done pissed off the Shadorian, so it's
tough sledding.
Good luck, buddy. Hey man, it's rough.
Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
He done pissed off the Shadorians. He already easily has things about him that make him not the easiest to root for. He's in that Jed Wills spot where I consistently have to be like, guys, I feel like we hate him a bit disproportional to what his actual negative impact is to the team. Because I talked to somebody who is not like an idiot. And he was like, addition by subtraction by cutting them. I'm like, damn, that's how we feel? That's insane. We got wide receivers.
That's also how I felt, to be honest.
We got no wide receivers.
So get this dude off my team.
Open all the time. That make no sense to me. But he bring it. You ever watch The Wire?
Yes.
You remember when Bird was in the interrogation room and Omar was fixing to get that case ready on him, and Bird got the shit beat out of him, and Omar like, Bird sure do know how to bring it out of folks. And that's how Jerry Jeudy is, boy. He know how to bring it out of motherfucker, don't he?
Have you feeling like Mark Schler?
Hey man. I don't know what he just got to respond to criticism better. He got to accept that it's just gonna happen. It's
man, he had me over here like, you know what, Mark is right.
Nah, he got to be able to respond to criticism. And I don't even think the issue is internally he can't respond to criticism. I think when the coaches criticize him, he don't really have an issue with that. It's just the media when they criticize him. He can't hold his fucking tongue. He can't help but show it.
He really can't, bro. He really
can't. It's like, bro, this is the easiest shit to ignore.
Oh man. Oh, Max Strus is expected to return to the Cavaliers within the next week per Joe Varden.
Did I hit the right button?
No, I don't think you did.
No, I don't. I don't think I did.
There we go.
It's over for the week. White boy's back.
Oh man.
Who's losing minutes now?
Sam.
I think Sam Merrill?
Yeah.
I think it's Tyson.
Oh, it can't be Tyson. I
think it's Tyson.
Can't be Tyson.
I think it's
insane. It's insane if Tyson's not on.
I did. Look who's been struggling. My man went 2 of 10 from the floor from 2 last night.
Oh, against Philly? Oh man, let me see what Jordan Tyson.
He made like 3 threes, so he's gonna get minutes. But I think those minutes of we're gonna have him create, no, that's over with.
Well, let me see what we got, Jalen. Man, I don't think has it been that bad.
From 3, it's been fine.
Okay, he played well against the Pistons. He did not play well against the Celtics, and then Well, he played fine against the 76ers.
Yeah, he went 3 of 6 from 3 or something like that. And then look at that, like if you subtract those 3 from his field goal percentage and you see what he did from the floor.
Yeah, he still
he missed a lot of layups.
He's been
like 3 layups, man.
No, what's really been hurting him like the last couple of weeks. The 3, like he had a stretch where he was 1 of 4 against the Thunder from 3, 1 of 4 against the Knicks, but he's still 5 or 10 from the field, and then he was 1 for 6 from the Bucks against the Bucks. It's stabilized since, but he had a little rough. He had a little rough stretch.
I think they're gonna want some consistency there.
Bro, he's shooting 45% from 3.
Like, he's too inconsistent.
Bro, if you're shooting 45% from 3, you're pretty consistent, bro.
Like the average, I don't really think tell the story. Like game to game, can you really rely on Jalen Tyson?
In his last, let's see, 3 for 6, 2 for 6, 5 for 12.
5 for 12. Like, well, I mean, like the 5 for 12 is not bad. He's taking 12 threes.
It's over 40%.
12 threes.
It's over 40%. Q, what do you want him to do? That's 1 away
12.
from being 50. You be ridiculous.
I'm telling you, no, I'm not upset at the 5. He can't take 12 threes. He's not. If he stops making them at the percentage that he's shooting them at, which we all don't think is sustainable. We don't think he's not going to shoot 45% from 3 in the playoffs.
Hey man,
we're happy if he goes 35.
If he goes down to 35, then
that's about where he is. That's reality for him.
If you stay around 40,
bro, 45 is fucking Steph. He's not Steph.
I said if he stay around 40, I was like, he stay around 40.
40 is still much better than he's ever demonstrated himself to be.
And this is the second year.
So you think he just turned into one of the best sharpshooters in the league, and he's gonna stay that way?
Maybe it's the second year.
Nah. It's not he's 23 years old.
Yeah, Q, he's not old, bro.
He's 23. I'm saying, like, he's not like a 20-year-old who's finding his game. He played in college. He has a track record of what he is and what he isn't.
Man, it's his second year in the league. You gotta give him time.
Nah.
You gotta give it time. That's crazy.
I'm not trusting that.
That's crazy.
I feel like we're setting ourselves up for another Ty Jerome here.
Is it because he light skinned?
No, it has nothing to do with him being light skinned. It's just, I lived through Ty Jerome last year. Well, yeah, let's go hold. And then we get to the playoffs and Ty Jerome taking 12 fucking threes, making one of them bitches, and we like, well, he was making them in the regular season.
Ty Jerome was much older than been in the league much longer. Is much older than Jalen.
No, he played less games though than Jalen Tyson at that point. Like Ty Jerome played like 60 games or some shit like that.
It's because he hurt all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like it's the same level of unknown.
We got something crazy. Oh, Daniel Jones and the Colts agreed to a new contract.
Okay, yeah, congratulations. Surely nobody will regret that. Surely both sides will get exactly what they want out of that deal.
Yeah, Q, I think you're off based on this Jalen Tyson thing, but we'll see.
All right, man, we'll see. We'll see. I just think he is inconsistent. He's inconsistent, and this team can't really deal with that. We'll see what happens. And like since the James Harden trade, he's been shaky. He's been real shaky.
I think that's because like he's had to learn how to adjust to play around James, but
everybody else don't seem to have to do that.
But what I'm looking at right here is like, okay, he gonna be fine. He picking it up. He's gonna be fine.
Did we trade for James?
I can't remember the date exactly.
And also, he seems like and the reason I think Max is probably going to take his minutes is like even without even giving you a feeling on how I feel about him, he seems like the first guy to get his minutes cut.
I think
Deion came into the rotation. So did Schroeder, and then his minutes got cut. So I think he's the last guy there. If they think Max Strus is still a part of the rotation, then his minutes are going to get cut because he's the next guy up.
Yeah, if I'm looking at who they need to whose minutes they need to cut, I think it's Sam, to be completely honest with you. That makes the most sense to me. I know how Cavs fans feels about Sam though, so I'm not going.
Why do you think it's Sam?
He's always the one I would kick out of the rotation, to be completely honest with you.
Why?
Yeah, when you talk about inconsistent, like Sam is more inconsistent to me.
Well, he takes up way less space on your offense. Like you can have him on the floor with a lot of different looks. You can't really have Jalen Tyson on the floor with a lot of different things.
I think they need to give Jalen more opportunity
to get him open. It's like what, an off-ball screen? And
Sam shooting 44% too. Hey man, these dudes got to make shots in the playoffs because we got one dude who's shooting 45%, another dude who's shooting 44%. No, Chuck just made a great point. So shout out to Chuck because he watched it. CPJ absolutely should not be playing with when Max comes back. Glue him to the bench, please.
Yeah, he's
glue him to the bench.
Yeah, CPJ, those minutes are going to be gone, and then that's probably going to be what Tyson's minutes look like.
Yeah, because oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on Tyson. Maybe Tyson could be more consistent, but I just get a feeling that something's not right.
Let me see what Craig been doing. Absolutely nothing. Jesus.
He had a good game against Detroit.
He had a decent game against Detroit, yeah. He can't shoot threes, though.
Like Craig would be useful if somebody gets injured in a series and he gets to get like 20 minutes. Like I think he could be more useful. But
yeah, like if Dennis got hurt.
Role player, I don't know, man. There's nothing there. Right. Yeah. Also, the thing with Tyson, he fouled a lot defensively. Maybe that's my big beef with him. He fouls and he's just not good defensively.
Second-year player, it happens. Sometimes it takes him a little bit.
Yeah, I get that, but I ain't got time for that shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, we ain't got time for this. Like, he's second-year player. Let's let him foul up a series. We got time. Let's let him get us into the bonus from fucking 7 minutes left into the second quarter.
All right, you doing a lot. He don't be doing all that.
This is literally happened with Jalen Tyson.
He not going to happen one time, man. It's not going to happen like that. He going to be fine.
Bro, Jalen Tyson, I was like, he having a good game. He not fouling it, but he had 5 fouls. I'm like, okay, this is just where my bar is. In like 20 minutes, Cole. Also, he fouled a lot. He fouled a lot and he get lost on defense.
Tyson was their best defender on K when they played against the Pistons, by the way.
You said what?
Tyson was their best defender on K when they played against the Pistons.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He was having a good game, and then he had 5 fouls. I'm like, he still fouled a lot. He fouled. He foul, dude. He fouls. And you playing a team like Detroit, you can't just let him get foul shots.
K was also doing the extra on Jalen too. He was doing the extra, but he gets superstar calls. It is what it is.
Well, Jalen get fouls on everybody.
I'm just saying. I'm saying in that game,
I see this motherfucker foul out against Kelly Oubre.
I'm just saying in that game, he was getting a favorable whistle.
I feel like we give it Jalen the pass because like he hasn't heard us say anything critical yet. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I see the recipes there. I see the makings there. Like Sam don't foul on defense. Sam is solid defensively. Jalen is none of those things defensively. And like they're both inconsistent from 3. They're both hot, they're both hot shooters, right? But like Sam's shot selection is considerably better than Jalen's.
I don't know.
I would much rather play Sam than Jalen Tyson in the playoffs.
I would not at all.
I think that there's a lot about his game that we're going to find out. Like, oh yeah, he's got a lot to work on. Like, not to say he can't be a good player, but I don't know. I get why his minutes aren't what people want them to be at times.
You're about to make me start hating on Sam a little bit.
I'm not even that big of a supporter of Sam Merrill. Like, This has nothing to do with how I feel about Sam. It's just like, I could see why Kenny wouldn't really jump to the idea of putting Jalen Tyson that high in the rotation. I can see what the concerns are. And they just paid Sam Merrill, so he's definitely going to be in the fucking rotation.
They're paying Sam like $7 million a year, man.
They didn't even think that Jalen Tyson would be in a rotation this year.
Yes, they did.
No, that's what Kenny said. He was like, he was fighting to be in the rotation.
Kenny was like, hey, man. Kenny said his coaching staff was like, no, you need to play Jalen. they were telling him, you need to.
Kobe, I'm saying coming into the season, they didn't even think he would be into the rotation. So the idea that like his spot in the rotation is going to be solid, and it's not.
Yeah, we're going to find out. We're going to find out when these playoffs start.
Hey, man, all I know is that Sam Merrill don't ever be out there with Larry Nance. But you know who do be out there with Larry Nance? Jalen Tyson all the time. Like Jalen Tyson, and for whatever reason, every once in a while, Keon Ellis tells you about who's at the bottom of the rotation as far as who get the minutes cuts.
He need to play Keon.
And recently, Keon has gotten his minutes up. So who you think on the block? Like,
I mean, we already know CPJ is definitely on the block.
Yeah, CPJ, I mean, he's part of the Larry Nance crew. I don't really even count him as like a real rotation player. He gets like 5 minutes with the rotation every game. Like, sure, but that's not a real rotation player. Like, Jalen Tyson gets real minutes. And I think his minutes are probably going to get cut if Max Strus is able to perform.
I don't see it. I think you got to keep Jalen out there. But again, we'll see. Let's see.
Did we talk about both the free agent signings?
Yeah, we did. I mean, we didn't get Curtis' thoughts on Zion.
Oh yeah, Curtis, talk about the offensive line improvements. Do you think they're going to make more signings? Your mic on?
Oh, yeah, it's on. Yeah, I have to turn it on. If I had to guess, probably. I mean, people were upset about the Zion Johnson signing, and I'm like, it's better than what they had last year, honestly. And I was rewatching like the Chargers tape from this year, their offensive line was dog shit, but some of it has to do with the fact that they lost both tackles. Rashawn Slater, they lost him before season start. Joe Alt was there, but they moved him over to left tackle, I believe. Then he got hurt, and once he was done for the season, the whole line just fell apart. But Bradley Bozeman was god-awful in his last year. He was terrible. And some of their offensive line issues stem from the interior. So he's good when it comes to run blocking, really good in that area. Pass blocking needs some work, but if you give him a decent center, he'll look pretty decent because as the year went on, he got better. So I can't really be mad at them signing him. But they might make another move because Rasheed Walker's value might be dipping if he's not getting a lot of offers.
All right. We'll see what happens. Let's get to some super chats.
All right, we got a couple. All right, this first one's from Ray Rags. I can't believe we had a dude freaking out about the money they paid Zion in the space.
Yeah, that show was funny.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Shout out to Amiri. Shout out to Amiri, man, because Amiri is hilarious, dog. Oh, we didn't even talk about Quincy.
Oh, Quincy Williams, good signing. Really liked it.
Yeah, because from what happened with the tape last year.
Do you like it because you like the player, or do you like it because
No, I like Quincy Williams. I've been talking about Quincy Williams for like 3 years. But I like the signing, and I like that he's a Quincy. Is there a problem with that?
I didn't like that they let Devin Bush go at first, but when they signed Quincy, I was like, okay. Yeah,
nah, the Devin Bush thing is like they've kind of proven that they can replace that piece pretty easily, pretty cheaply. And they kind of ironically proved it with Devin Bush because they let Sione Takitaki walk. And it was like, oh, man, we're going to get to play Sam. He was really good. We might regret that. We bring in Devin Bush. And we're like, no way Devin Bush is going to be the replacement. And then Devin Bush was the replacement. And he was good.
Yeah, Quincy's been an all-pro before, so
Yeah, and he's back with the defensive coordinator that he was with, a All-Pro. Well, that the coach that he was with as an All-Pro that developed him in a system that's going to let him be violent, run around and hit. Because that's really like you don't even this Pat Queen, Roquan Smith, type of setup where like Roquan can do all the linebacker stuff, and then Pat Queen can run around. That's what you could do with Schlesinger and Quincy Williams, right? You could just let Quincy Williams just shoot gaps, be aggressive, do what JLK was going to do, So I really see this more as a JLK replacement than a Devin Bush one. But Devin Bush's role is just so small that it could be filled by both. Because also Quincy Williams can also play Mike if something happens to Schlesinger throughout the year. So, which is something that we did not have. We had Mahmoud as our backup Mike, right? Not good. So, yeah, I think they're in a really solid position. That was a good pickup. Now they're free to kind of do whatever they want in the draft. And that's kind of the MO of an Andrew Berry free agency is let me get as many needs off the table so I can just go for best player available. Because if it's not obvious, the first 2-round strategy is clearly best player available.
Oh, they're definitely trading back if they can.
Yeah. And with the Raiders now owning the Ravens pick, that's another avenue for a trade back, So, that's pick 14?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Double check that, Curtis, because I think it's pick 14, but I'm not sure.
I think it might be.
Bro, what is this team gonna do at receiver, dog? I'm like,
who, the Browns?
Yeah, it's like, what are they gonna do?
They're probably gonna make a trade.
Probably.
They really just need one name and then draft somebody.
They just need one name and that's it. But they've been.
What are we feeling? Marvin Mims. I ain't trying to talk about that. I ain't trying to talk about that Quentin Johnson stuff.
I mean, Quentin Johnson would definitely be helpful. He went from 7 drops in 2024, which everybody freaked out about, and fair enough, to 2 this year. Much better production. Like he improved. Still a lot of talent there. So depending on the price that you have to pay, like I don't think Quentin Johnson's crazy. Marvin Mims, I like him a lot. Big fan of him. Doesn't have the prototypical size, but if the Browns use him, how I know he can be used, I think he could be a home run hitter for you. You could bring in Brian Thomas Jr. if you really want to go for probably the best wide receiver available.
Yeah, I think speaking of that, they're not moving him. I just got a text from somebody about it. His words, not mine. They said, what chance do you think Brian Thomas Jr. is going to get moved? He said, 0% chance anything happens.
So they must want a first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening. Then they're the first. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. They got to make a move for wide receiver. They could draft wide receiver. I think they're fine. I'm not really freaking out. And then honestly, do I really give a fuck about who the wide receivers are when we're looking at this quarterback room? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't. Deshaun Watson, who I'm not even confident is an NFL player anymore. I think people are giving him way too much credit saying he's going to factor into the quarterback competition this year. We don't know if he's there. And there's plenty of incentive not to play him. Then there's Shador, who he's probably the best one in that room, but guys, he threw a lot of bad interception last year that did not get him benched because the Browns season was over by the time he played. But if he throws, could you imagine if we're playing the Bills in week 2? He has a 3-point lead in the 4th quarter, and he throws the interception that he threw against the Bills at that point of the season. Hey man, end of the year, we fuck it. We not making the playoffs anyway. Who cares? You're learning, young fella. You throw that interception week 2? That's not the reaction. Okay. That's not the reaction from the coaching staff, the media, and definitely not the reaction from the players in that locker room. All you had to do was throw that bitch out of bounds. He takes a bad sack, kicks him out of field goal range. We got leniency for it at the end of the season when the season's fucking over. How you think Miles gonna feel about that if it happened in week 3? You think he's going to be, oh, yeah, it's fine. He almost killed Deshaun Watson over similar things. Like, we're playing a dangerous game right now. Like, straight up.
Oh, man.
I don't think the reality is set is like, hey, man, he has to drastically improve because the mistakes that he made last year cannot happen at the beginning of the season because it's a different environment. And this is not to say that he sucks. It's just like, hey, this is what they mean by he's not ready to play at that point. Like when there's consequences to this shit, that the reaction is different. Think about how much easier it was for Joe Flacco to get benched than for any other quarterback that played for the rest of the year. Joe Flacco beat the Green Bay Packers. Was like, nah, like, he gotta go. Like, Dylan Gabriel had 7 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He gotta go. Shador went 7 of 12 or some shit like that. We was like, okay, well, it's fine. Because it didn't fucking matter at that point. If he do this shit when it matter, people gonna be like, hey, what the fuck? Like, think about how he lost the Tennessee game. We don't even talk about that because it happened. It was at the end of the year. All it did was fuck up our draft positioning. Well, all it could have done was fuck up our draft position. We weren't even upset that we lost that game, right? Like, think about this. Shador was playing at the point of season last year where a significant portion of the fan base would have been more upset if they would have won. And now he's going to play at the portion of the season where it's like, hey, man, if you don't win, we're going to be pissed.
Thank you, Domo, for the March for Arch. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you.
What?
The March for Arch.
The March for Arch.
What is that?
Tanking for Arch Manning.
Oh, March for Arch. Okay, I thought you said March Arch. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
No, the March for Arch.
I like the flavor of Ben and Jerry's. But yeah, man.
You said what?
March Fudge.
Oh, flavor.
That don't sound like nothing but ice cream to me.
He said a flavor of Ben and Jerry's.
Yes. Yeah, man. I don't think people have grasped that him playing at the beginning of the season is much different than playing at the end of the season. Like, it reminds me in the NBA. You remember, like, there used to be this like thing where, like, after the All-Star break, these young players would like have these big runs. Everyone would be like, "Oh shit, they next up." Colin Sexton, he averaged 22 after the All-Star break, and then we go into the season, be like, "Why it don't look like it did for the second half of the season for Colin Sexton?" Because it's a different game, dog. It's a different game when they give a fuck, and that's another thing. They're gonna take them fucking games seriously. On the other side. Okay.
1,000%.
Like the Bills were coming into that game versus Cleveland. We got this. We're just trying not to get hurt. That's not how they're going to approach this in week 3. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but they got to do something about that quarterback room before I even really start tripping about the wide receiver room. Because what? Wide receiver room good enough to do about the amount of production they do with that quarterback room? Like, that look like 3,000 yards of production right now in that wide receiver room. But guess what? They got about 3,000 yards of production in that quarterback room. I would give Shador this. I think Shador could probably go 3,800 yards production. God knows how many turnovers. But definitely in the upper tier of that. You know, maybe Monken, he's spreading it out, has like a Sam Howell type year. But guys.
Oh, man. They got to do
how
something.
much we really need to improve wide receiver this offseason. If we was getting Mendoza, I'd be like, yeah, we got to do something. But like, there ain't no Mendoza coming through that door. Ain't even a Kyler Murray. Ain't even a Marcus Mariota.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thought they was gonna be able to get I thought they was gonna be able to get Mariota.
Nah.
He said, "No,
to be a backup."
He's like, "Send me right back to where I was. Thank you."
Hey, man.
Oh man, it's gonna be rough, bro. It's gonna be rough.
It's funny too, because like I think Shador fans are convinced that I don't want him to play. I'm just like, hey, I just see the realistic possibility here that might not be our best plan going forward. You know what I mean? Like I don't really care if he plays or not, but if you're asking me what's going to be best for the Browns, I don't think that I'm just not convinced that like Shador being the week 1 starter is a good idea. Unless he has demonstrated significant improvement, which has yet to be seen. Hopefully, he plays so good in the preseason and in training camp. I feel great about him starting week 1. I truly hope that that's where I'm at. But based on what we saw last year, I'm not close.
Someone said Anthony Richardson or JJ. Look, man.
I'd like, and that's another element of this. I would like to see Shador compete with somebody serious for the role because, like, Dylan's not a serious competitor. I'm not convinced that Deshaun is a serious competitor. So it's like, who is he really competing with? Like, at least with Anthony Richardson, if he beats out Anthony Richardson, I could be like, okay, there's something there. If he beats out JJ McCarthy, I'm like, okay, there's something there. What are we going to learn if he beats out Dylan Gabriel in the offense where they already ruled him out? We're not going to learn shit.
Oh, man.
Imagine paying $20 million for wide receiver. We dealing with this at quarterback. Hey, man. This screams draft 2 of them. Okay. I fear we're in draft 2 of them mode, and then maybe get a guy under good value. Let's see if we get Marvin Mims here and extend him while he's still here, and maybe get him at 18 a year for the next 4. Keep it pushing. And keep it pushing. But we're not about to trade for nobody who's gonna put this thing over the top this year. Why? Why would we do that? It would be like, how can I put this? It would be like buying a bunch of ammo. You ain't got a gun. You got no way to get a gun. You just got ammo. All you got is a fire hazard. You got gasoline in your garage, but you can't afford a car. Fuck you gonna do? Drink it? You hear Lupe talk about trying to get his master's for his music, and the record executive like, we give you a master's. What the fuck you gonna do with it? You don't know what to do with your master's. And then Lupe was like, oh, fuck. What do I do with my master's? Like, he didn't know about syncs or nothing. Like, what you gonna do? Carry that shit in a suitcase? Like,
carry that shit in a suitcase is crazy.
Hey, man, I don't want to know who he was negotiating with because that's insane. Like, well, we gonna get a big ass arsenal of wide receivers for whom? Man, build this fucking offensive line so we can run the ball, because I know we could do that. Okay, like we got the equipment necessary to run the ball a lot like next year with Sampson and Quinshawn. Yeah, we don't have the capabilities to fire off all these weapons we out here trying to buy ammunition for.
You said we don't. You said
we don't have the facilities.
You don't have the facilities, big man.
No, they're not there.
Oh shit!
Out here trying to buy nukes with a water gun budget. What we gonna do? Throw that bitch? We got no launcher. There's infrastructure necessary. We just went over this. It was like, there's a baseline that you need to get the most out of Justin Jefferson. What you think the baseline is to get out of Jerry Jeudy? Okay, like,
oh man,
yeah. We just gonna keep being disappointed. Why are they producing? Because we got nothing at quarterback, man. Listen, offensive line, and then if the quarterback shows some promise, we'll do something at the trade deadline. You know, we'll shake it up at the trade deadline if it's really getting cracking. We'll get Garrett Wilson or whatever the fuck we need to do. You know, but guys, I'm not buying no fucking. I don't think they should invest hugely at wide receiver before they even know who's going to be utilizing that wide receiver.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. So I appreciate them. I think they're just like, hey, we're going to run this bitch. Like, that is the goal. And if that's the goal, who is that? Garfield?
You get calls from Garfield?
Nah, it's Barfield. I know what that is. But yeah, if the Cavs are just, I mean, not the Cavs, the Browns are just at the place where it's like, you just got to run the ball a lot next year. Maybe you get something out of the quarterback, maybe you don't. But if their plan A is we're going to throw this bitch, hey, man, Todd's going to have a short run. I think Todd knows that. And I think that's why Todd's been talking about running the ball a lot. Like, Quinshawn, get ready. It's going to be a long year. You're going to get a lot of carries for Quinshawn. You know what I mean? Draft him on your fantasy teams. He's probably going to be top 5 in the league for carries. What you think, Curtis?
Something close to that.
How many carries did he get last year?
Let's see.
Look that up. You can look it up. Let's see. 230.
Yeah, he was only 14 games?
Yep.
Well over 300. Well over 300 this year.
About to try to run him into the ground, man.
Ooh, they about to get that second round pick worth over the next 3 years, dog. It's going to be Quinshawn right, Quinshawn left, play action, dump off to Quinshawn. Okay. Slip screen to Quinshawn. Dylan Sampson on a reverse. Like, counter. You know how much counter they about to fucking run this year? Curtis, are you prepared for the amount of counter that they're about to run? Hey, they got Zion in there because why? He's durable, he's young, and they know exactly what Zion about to be doing all year. Pulling. Okay. Like, pulling and crashing. Just hope that shoulder's strong, buddy. Like, it's gonna be nasty word.
All right. Next one is from Rex Fortune. Congrats, Quincy, on signing with the Browns. Which are you looking forward to more? Conditioning drills or trying to stop Junkins? Will Cope and Curtis be in the stands cheering you on camp?
We will not be in the stands.
Damn, if I made an NFL team, y'all want to be in the stands rooting on your homie? Y'all ain't gonna be out there. Would you?
I mean, do we get in the booth?
NFL, hold on, wait. If you had a homie in the NFL, would you wear his jersey? Or is that too crazy?
No, that's crazy. No, that's crazy. Wow,
like, at what level is it acceptable to wear somebody you know's jersey?
Like, they have to be family. They have to be family.
And why is it more acceptable to wear a stranger's jersey than your family's? Like,
no, see, family is fine.
Family's fine.
Your best friend since grade school. You know, y'all done played together. You was at not in the Nations, Edwards with them. You know what I mean? B. Jax gets to the league because one of the best left tackles in football. You not gonna wear the homie's jersey?
I ain't wearing his jersey. That's crazy.
Jersey?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What if you play quarterback?
No, it don't matter what position you play.
His jersey, you can't rock it.
No.
You can't put that jersey on. Be like, yeah, I got it.
I'm about to send you something in the group chat right now. Actually, I'm about to send you something right now.
Curtis, one of your teammates from college They make it pro. It's your boy. You know what I mean? He played one of the positions they sell jerseys. You not about to rock your homie's jersey, but like, yeah, I'm supporting my guy. You know what I mean? You can't support your guys. It's crazy.
No.
But if you didn't know him, you would wear that jersey. Like if you grew up with Myles Garrett, you wouldn't wear Myles Garrett jersey. But as a normal person, you was like, yeah, I would rock a Myles Garrett jersey.
I don't really rock people's jerseys, bro.
You would rock a Kobe jersey, but if you was cousins with Kobe, you wouldn't be rocking the jersey.
I mean, basketball jerseys is different, first and foremost, and like obviously it's Kobe jersey. Yeah.
So if one of your homeboys was a hooper, you would wear his jersey. Yeah, I just
my homeboy, nah, not my homeboy, nah, that's crazy.
Nah, you just like, nah, it's crazy. I can't wear your jersey. Nah, everybody else can wear your jersey. I can't do it.
Nah, I ain't wearing your jersey. That's
why you can't rock. Nah. Your homeboy was Josh Hart. You couldn't wear the Josh Hart.
Now if me and Josh was family, then it's like okay.
But it's like family is okay, stranger is okay, but being a friend, not okay. Now it's just dick riding.
Yeah, you dick riding. You're doing a lot, bro. You're doing a lot.
Yes, you are doing a lot.
You're doing a lot, bro.
So B-Head can't show up with the Jeff Teague jersey on that Atlanta Hawks game.
That's doing a lot, bro. I don't even think he would want to do that. I don't think he would do that.
It's fascinating to figure out what the line is. Next time I talk to Tyvus, I'm gonna be like, hey man, who's the least acceptable person you will want wearing your jersey at a game?
I would actually like to hear his thought process on this.
Because I gotta know, like, I know they think about this shit too.
Like, is that not crazy? Is that not crazy? Like
family can wear your jersey because that's their name too.
Yeah. So that's
cousins, fine. Depending, cousins, like, okay. But it depends though. Like some of your friends you know better than your cousins, but your friend can't wear your jersey, but your cousin can.
Yeah, because we family.
That's weird. Like
we good.
It's not dick riding, but it's dick riding though. If he didn't fuck with you before you was playing football, but now oh yeah, you got to the Sugar Bowl. Now he wearing your jersey.
I understand how you can think it's weird.
But your day one can't rock that jersey.
Nah, we doing a lot. Doing a lot, bro. Doing a lot.
Doing a lot.
But you could be in a booth, you know what I'm saying? Be in a booth, be chilling, you know what I'm saying?
You get the free food.
Yeah, you be in a
t-shirt jersey. Can he rock a t-shirt jersey? Or like a jersey, not a jersey, but can he rock a shirt, a graphic design shirt that's like, oh yeah, you on it.
No, see, now you're doing a whole lot because you would have had a whole shirt. You would have had a whole shirt made.
So Cole, let's say one of your best friends is a wrestler. Right.
Okay.
You can't wear the Roman Reigns shirt to the wrestling show for your homie. If you best friends with Roman Reigns, you got to be family to wear the OTC shirt.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You Curtis, you on this too?
It's just no. You can't do that. You're gonna have people thinking. So no, absolutely not.
Thinking what?
I'm not gonna look, man. We're not gonna.
I'm telling you right now, if you were like, yeah, that's my friend, he wrestles, and then you got your friend's shirt on, I wouldn't think nothing of that. Like, what is the assumption? Like,
he said, what? He said, what is the assumption?
Ain't no way. Jersey, I could get how somebody could get the impression for jersey because rocking somebody's jersey is something heavily associated with like what your girl would do at the game. But dog, everybody at the wrestling place wearing the wrestling shirt. Like, you telling me everybody but John Cena homeboys can have a hustle, loyalty, respect shirt on? That don't make no goddamn sense to me, man. That don't make no. He can't wear merch. Like, are you serious? Like, you can't rock merch.
Yeah, listen, bro, it is what it is.
No, that's not my man. I'm not wearing that merch. I feel like now this is too much.
No, I did. You see, like, why you gotta say that's not your man? It could be your man. You know what I'm saying? It could be your man's, but you're just like,
Yeah, but it was like when you put the shirt on and now all of a sudden it might look like something it's not. That's kind of, I don't see anybody making that jump. Like, I don't see anybody logical making that jump.
Just like, yeah.
Like, your homeboy is Trick. You know, watch Trick struggle through the league.
What? How many examples you will go through, bro? We told you how we felt.
That's crazy.
We told you how we felt, bro.
No, you're not gonna wear it. That's nuts. That's nuts. Well, let me see what chat on, man. Chat probably agree with y'all, but that's crazy. That's too restrictive for me, man. Like,
Curtis, how many times you gonna go through this, bro?
y'all just hard line on this.
It is what it is, my brother. It is what it is.
It is not what it is, dog. This is a choice. Like, what do you mean?
Someone said you can't wear it in public.
You can buy this shirt, but you can't wear it. That's crazy. The jersey thing I can understand. I think there are some levels to it that you can make it not make sense. But the jersey thing in large part, I understand. Yo, merch is crazy. I don't think that's dick riding. Like, I'm sorry.
Somebody said, watching your homeboy oil it up and you wearing his shirt.
You see, now y'all making it weird. See, that's you. That's you thinking about that. That's not me. Okay. That's crazy. That is crazy. You the one bringing up oil. Ain't nobody brought up oil but you, dog. I'm just gonna point that out.
Oh, hey. I love chat, bro.
No, I don't. Someone was like, I feel like it's more strange to only wear your homeboy shirt in private. like, you just wearing that shit in the living room. Like, getting cozy. Like,
my thing is, I wouldn't have the shirt in general. I wouldn't have it.
That's nuts, bro. What about if your friend made an anime? Can you wear the anime shirt? Like, at what point of disconnection is it okay to support your homies with clothing?
Like, hey, Curtis, please read the next super chat because we're gonna be here all day fucking with you.
Figure this out today. Okay,
we're here for 6 hours. Super chat on the screen.
If Curtis drew up, if Curtis made an anime and it started going off, it is Curtis Kaizen or whatever the fuck it is. Can you wear the Curtis Kaizen shirt?
Curtis Kaizen.
Yeah.
That sounds like an ass
Milkman
name.
Chronicles. He made the fucking thing, and then you can
Milkman Chronicles.
I wouldn't wear no Milkman shirt. So
I'm about to say I'm not wearing a Milkman Chronicles shirt. No.
Let's say Curtis done made an anime. We don't know the name of it, but Curtis done went an anime and went mainstream. People talking about it, and you at a convention. Can you wear a shirt showing up to your homie's convention with your homie's anime on his shirt? Or is that not acceptable?
Yes.
Fellas,
I will.
can you do that?
I would wear the shirt. I would wear the anime. I will wear the anime shirt. Yes, that's fine.
Okay,
that's completely fine.
But it says created by Curtis on it. What if I
know that?
Why does it have to say created by Curtis?
Yeah, exactly. Why
does it have to say created by Curtis?
It's like, the logo and it's like directed by Spielberg. It's like, it's Curtis.
They don't do that. They don't do that.
On the back, it's like it's really Curtis Productions.
They don't do that for anime though. They don't do that.
So you can wear one of your hobbies' drawn creations on your body to support them, but you can't, rock your homie's merch if he a wrestler. Like. I don't understand this.
It's just gonna have to be something you don't understand. What is the next super chat, please, Curtis?
We spend a good portion with this. Anyway, this is from Ray Rags. Is there a player you want to see the Browns get now, trade or free agency?
Brian Thomas Jr. Yeah, Brian Thomas Jr. Obviously.
Marvin Mills for me.
Yeah, Marvin Mims, I'd be cool with too.
It's interesting. I don't know. I gotta see because market's starting to drop a little bit. I think someone asked me how would I feel if they got Reek Wool, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe.
Reek is like, do they need Reek?
He's inconsistent, but he's a lot better than what people think he is. I mean, he has his moments in which that NFC title game, which he got a penalty and he got beat the following play, but he's been solid at best. And I've been asking around. I don't think he's getting the offers he's wanting. Maybe he'll get something. Maybe he gets a prove-it deal, but I'm surprised he's not getting as much buzz he's getting. So.
Yeah, it is weird. It is his value just like sunk.
Fell off a cliff.
It's like this year was up and down for him. Like, you know, at one point he was benched, then he got unbenched, and he started playing solid enough. So I don't know. It's very interesting.
Are we getting news yet about Joe Bitonio's decision?
We might get something.
I'm operating under the assumption that he's not going to be a Brown next year.
We'll see.
I'm just assuming, but like the fact that they tried to get Elijah Vera Tucker and then they already signed Zion Johnson, I feel like he's not going to be back. Again, could be wrong, but we'll see.
All right, let's get to the next one.
All right. Yeah, all right. Next one is from Rex Fortune talking about Rasheed Walker. Gun charge screams Raiders.
I kind of like what the Raiders have done so far in free agency, though. I kind of like what they've been doing.
They need to trade for Marv.
They do need to trade for Marv. They should trade for Marv for real.
14. They could probably get Marv and a pick back, probably a third for an early first round pick this year. I would do it.
They could do it. They could do it though. They really could do it.
That's the best wide receiver to pair with Mendoza.
Oh, the back shoulders.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be it's gonna be absolute. Like you saw what he was doing with Becker, and like Charlie Becker's not Marvin Harrison Jr. Like, yeah. He's gonna give you opportunities to go up and get it. And Marv would thrive there because Marv's not going to get a ton of separation in the league for whatever reason, but like he can go up and get it. He can still do that. He can toe tap.
It's so weird, like watching him in college and then watching him in the league.
It just shows you how much better they are in the NFL than they are in college.
Because I thought he was just straight up unstoppable.
Yeah, I had one guy, he played at LSU, explain it to me. He was like, when you go from high school to college, it's a difference. It's better players for sure, but the real difference is in the complexity of the game. It's much more complex in college than it is in high school. When you go from college to the NFL, it's everything. Everybody stronger, everybody faster, everything way more complex, and you got to figure it out quicker.
It's everything.
And it's so much more. It was like, it's not just everything, it's everything plus it's so much more of a jump than you think. Like they are so much better than you think. It is like, oh shit. This motherfucker played in the SEC. During the peak of the SEC. Damn. Like, yeah, man, it's different.
Yeah, man, it's different.
It's different. It's different.
All right, next one is from Rex Fortune. With Mike Evans going to the 49ers and Baker in a contract year, I have a feeling Baker will regress this year. I mean, he already regressed this year, so the regression's already starting. So
you want to talk about Geno Smith returning to the Jets?
Aaron Glenn and Geno Smith are both. Aaron Glenn and Geno Smith, man, they might get fired. They might get fired the following season. Geno might get cut, and Aaron Glenn.
Hey, Tom Lockett might say, "Let's run 2019 back, Bake. Let's do it. Let's do it, man."
Hey, I've been saying. I said this months ago.
Come home.
I said this months ago. The absolute funniest outcome of all times. It's Baker ending up back in Cleveland.
And then you just talks nonstop shit that entire year about Kevin Stefanski. It was like, the problem in the building I don't think exists anymore. It's like, oh, who's gone? Who's gone? Who's gone, Bake?
Oh man, it's like, hey, if he ended up back in Cleveland, how funny would that shit be, bro?
That shit, it would be hilarious, and it's really not off the table. They play in Cleveland this year, or is it?
They play in Tampa this year.
Tampa, yeah, so it's not going to be a real revenge game, but yeah.
Come back, Bake. Come back.
It would be funny if Baker Mayfield's first game back in Cleveland is as a member of the Cleveland Browns. That shit would be hilarious.
That shit would be funny, bro. I can't even lie. That shit would be funny.
Bro. That shit. If we can't do nothing else that's actually better for the quarterback position, let's do that. That's at least fun. Have Shador on the roster too. Let's let them war out. Baker Bros versus Shador Bros once and for all. Let's see who wins. Last man standing match. Hell in a Cell. Let's go. Let's go. No time limits. The only way to win is by TKO. Okay.
Oh man.
Referee like, ooh. Oh, might take him off the field. Might have to get Shador ready. Ooh, did Baker's son tweet?
No, I actually want it to happen just for the hilarity of it.
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine the Cold War in the podcast during the offseason? You got Baker Mayfield on all the Barstool podcasts. Shador's on there with Ryan Clark talking about trying to get his opportunity.
You said with Ryan Clark?
Yeah. Yeah, we know exactly what network he gonna hit.
Oh man.
I don't know if the country gonna be at a place to be able to take such a thing.
Nah, I need it. I need it.
Yeah. Once and for all, quarterback room with Shador Sanders and Baker Mayfield. And then, fuck it, let's bring back the shot. Just a
Hey man, this will be the greatest podcast of all time if they did this.
Damn. We be on that bitch. You ever watch Legend of Winning? Love. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he be doing this shit with podcasts where he just be instigating between different podcasts. Because I saw he did an hour-long video about Rashad Marquette's beef with another podcast. We gonna be on this bitch like, damn, bro, the Baker Bros are wild. Let's jump into a space. Let's see what Oklahoma's saying about Shador Sanders.
Bro, we would have way too much fucking fun, dog.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
we would have way too much fucking fun.
It would be like the east side versus the city versus the west side of the city. It's gonna be nasty work.
It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna destroy the whole thing, dog. We gonna have to change the team. You're gonna have Colorado fans talking about, man, I don't care what anybody say, Shador had a better college career than Baker Mayfield. And then Oklahoma fans gonna hear that and be like, what? They gonna be arguing about Heisman trophies and shit. Oh.
Oh yeah, we need this, bro. We need this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, plotting this is like CIA levels. It's like a CIA level coup. Just like, we're just gonna fuck everything up, like in the region. Like,
we COINTEL Pro.
COINTEL Pro. Like, like, how do we out Jimmy Haslam of power? Let's destabilize the region and bring in Baker Mayfield to run a coup.
Oh
yeah.
Oh man, yeah. We need this to happen. Actually,
you know how they got like the nuclear football for the worst case scenario? This is the Cleveland Browns nuclear football for the most hilarious case scenario. Just crank it open, sign Baker Mayfield. 1 year, $10 million. Right after Deshaun Watson leaves the building. like 2 ships passing in the night. Like,
just make a big deal of it. Just make it a big old thing.
Shador said Baker Mayfield porcelain horse heads.
Oh man, we need this. We need this for sure.
Dog, you imagine the Baker Mayfield, like they was getting mad about Dylan Gabriel's in-game quotes. Could you imagine Baker Mayfield not being subtle? He's like, yeah, man, some of us have track records in the league, and then some of us have Instagram followers, so I'm not worried. Oh, it's I hope we don't end up there because, like, I want us to be normal and have a quarterback. But if we choose ridiculousness,
let's go all the way.
Well,
let's go all.
You know what I mean? Let's go all
the way.
Let's not pussyfoot with it. Like, let's go all the way.
Oh man! All right. What's the next one, Curtis?
All right, next one.
Don't even know how we got there. Don't even know how we got there.
I don't know how we got there. All right, this is from Rex Fortune. How do you think Giants fans and media are going to handle Newsom?
Oh my God, that's where he went?
We got a 1-year deal.
1 year deal.
We will not see the end of that deal.
No, they're gonna run him out of
there. He
there.
will be traded by the deadline.
Yeah, they're gonna run him out of there for sure.
I think the Giants played the Browns this year. So
okay, first of all, him and Abdul Carter. I mean, what's gonna happen there? No. Him and what's the wide receiver they got over there?
Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, that's not gonna last long.
Dang, you say they gotta make that decision already?
Yeah, that's not gonna last long. You need to be like, come on, man. That's oil in a match right there. Like Malik Neighbors already pissed off. And then here comes Greg Newsom talking about something. Yeah, I can shut you down. You're not even that good, man. Like, for real. You know, give all these backhanded compliments and shit that Greg Newsom be giving and shit. They hate this motherfucker.
Hey, one thing about Greg, bro, they hate Greg everywhere he goes.
Remember when Denzel was like, yeah, man, you know, me and the DBs, we was out there chilling, you know, doing these different resorts throughout the summer. And it was like, well, what DBs was it? It was like me, Martin Emerson, 2 dudes on the practice squad, and some guy who's not even on the team anymore. What about Greg? Don't know what he was doing. I remember asking times like, damn, ain't it fucked up they ain't fight Greg? Like, yeah. It is fucked up.
He said straight up, well, I don't know what he was doing. The ultimate disrespect.
Drills, and then you not there? Like, that's crazy. You in Chicago. Like, nah, bro. Like, I don't know what it is. Because he seems like the fucked up part. Greg Newsom seems like a perfectly nice young man when you hear his media and all that. Like, but they hate him. Everybody hates him. Rashad Bateman wanted to fight him. And when I say hate him, like, they be in the tunnel.
Didn't Trent Williams punch him in the face?
No. Trent shoved him to the ground. That was before the game. Yeah, that was before.
He shoved him to the ground.
Yeah. Like, he is one level below. Yeah, He a bitch. I want that known, and I'm glad he got punched in the nuts. Like, I don't know what you want Johnson be doing, but Greg ain't that bad. Tier below it. Like,
one tier
hey
below.
Man, the way they be celebrating that man downfall, like Jamar Chase hates him.
Hates him.
I remember talking to people in Cincinnati who were very close to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, and I was like, yeah, Greg Newsome. And it was like, see, that's where they got upset. They wasn't really mad when Martin and Denzel was talking shit, but they said when Greg said something, no. Like, they be treating this motherfucker like Rashad McCann. Like,
he said, "Oh no, not this
motherfucker ain't talking."
I know he not talking.
No, like when Curtis tried to throw accusations at me in the group text, I was like, "Nah, I'm not taking this from the milkman. I'm not doing this. We're not doing this.
I'm not taking this from the milkman.
Nah, not happening.
I already know my stance, man. I'm not even with that.
Standing in that milk too. That's the thing. Like if it was just like, all right, he'd be standing in that milk, 2 feet solid, planted, and all that calcium. Like,
we're gonna leave Curtis alone one day.
It's all love, Curtis.
All right, next one is from
Cole's fake anti-black agenda.
What you mean? What you mean?
Like you don't like it when black people get paid because I wasn't about it with Malik Willis getting a bag.
I was like, I'm just saying. You see who's happy to see black men get paid, and you see who's not. Oh, Tevin Jenkins resigned.
That's good.
Okay.
Probably the minimum, right?
Probably.
Let's see. What do you get?
Probably means they got a decision from Joe.
I'm assuming they did.
I assume might be depth. Who knows?
Yeah, if they re-signed it and the team already announced it, that's a vet minimum deal. Like, no agent tweet from Adam Schefter. Vet man.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. I don't know what we responded to. What question was that? Or did we still not get to the next super chat?
No, we got a couple more. We got a couple more. This next one is from
Jonathan Jones said he's starting.
I don't think he is.
I don't know about that.
He's gonna have to compete to start, but
He'll compete to start.
We'll see. We'll
maybe him and Leviston battle it out left guard. I'm fine with that.
All right, next one, because this is from Rex Fortune. I've known Larry Nance Jr. since we were in 3rd grade. Sadly, he'll never be our most famous alumni because Jeffrey Dahmer takes that title.
Oh, okay. Did Jeffrey Dahmer went to the same high school? So Rex Fortune, let me ask you a question.
Oh God, here we go. We just moved past it.
You rock the Larry Nance jersey? We can move on.
Please don't answer that. We don't want to know.
Don't answer that.
No, go ahead and answer that, dog.
We don't want to know, right? We don't want to know.
No answer.
I'll look for it.
No, he's not going to answer it. He's not going to answer it.
But don't answer that.
All right, next one's from Sammy Football 430.
Drake is allowed to wear a LeBron high school jersey. Why are we putting limitations on this?
No, so I want to point this out since you said that. We've called Drake a dick rider his entire career. Fair. We've called him a dick rider his whole life.
You're wearing a high school jersey is crazy.
Come on, bro. That's not insane.
He got high school LeBron tatted on him. Just horrible optics for him.
Come on, man. You proving my point, bro. You proving my point.
But that is not to say that's the same thing as what we were talking about.
All right. Next one. This is from Sammy Football 430. The wide receiver market will do something similar to the running back market. Some teams are already moving. And this is Mom gave you one.
Yeah, you can pull up the super chat we were supposed to respond to.
Yes. Sammy Football. The wide receiver market will do something similar to the running back market. Some teams are already moving in that direction.
Yeah, it's looking like a bubble's about to burst there. I would stay the fuck away from that bubble.
Yeah, definitely. 1,000%.
Unless you're a player. Jump into the bubble if you're a player. Get that money. But if you're a team, stay the fuck out of it.
All right. Next one's from Rex Fortune. Do you all have a late day draft favorite like Red Murdoch out of Buffalo? Good stats, elite name for a linebacker. Looks like a decent 6th-round pick or priority UDFA.
Does Ted Hurst count?
I don't know if he's gonna go late.
I don't think.
What do we consider late?
Like
6, 7,
3 guys.
5th.
Are we talking about 5th, or are we talking about 6, 7 and undrafted? Yeah, we saw you the first. We saw you the first time, Q.
We saw you.
We saw you the first time.
What?
That made me mad.
Talking about day 3, right? Like if we talk about day 3, then like I think like guys like Ted Hurst, you know, like Jay Slaughter, maybe Keelan Rutledge feels too early, like 3rd.
No, he's gonna go day. He's gonna go day 2, I think.
He could go day 3. Where's the kid from John Carroll? Tyron Montgomery.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. Demetrius Crownover.
I think he might go day 2.
Nah. I don't think so, but we'll see.
Jalen Farmer is the guy for me at guard. I'm not entirely sure where he's gonna get picked though. Oh, and then Eric McAllister, the wide receiver from TCU, he's definitely gonna go. He's definitely gonna go late.
Oh, is that to do with the charge?
Yeah.
Justin Fields, what happened with him?
He has no market, but he hasn't gotten cut yet.
Oh, welcome to Cleveland, buddy. All right, next one.
All right, this is from B. White Latif. I don't know. I'm with Cole. Tyson, although not perfect, provides better defense and a key element this team struggles with, rebounding. Sam, when he's not making shots, is almost unplayable.
I think we're really underrating Sam's defense and overrating Jalen Tyson's defense there.
I don't really have a problem with Sam. I just think I think it's one of those things where Cavs fans are just like in love with Sam for whatever reason.
Yeah, are they?
I think so. Yeah. Like it's kind of annoying.
I mean, like he is the one guy who's capable of like making like 7 threes on this team.
That's true,
and that's very valuable. Like I get why you want him on the floor, especially when he doesn't take up much space. He's a solid enough defender. He's an okay enough rebounder at the position. Like
he's a low usage. He's a low usage shooter, and you could always use those guys. Like always.
Yeah. And he's a willing shooter, which we've seen the Cavs need in the playoffs.
All right, next one is Space Cadet Philly. What's the Isaiah Bond forecast?
Travis Benjamin at best.
Yeah, probably.
I think that's fine.
I guess. I mean, he got speed, but his route running just needs a little more refinement.
That's an understatement. He does shit as a wide receiver that I can't justify sometimes, which makes me concerned about him reaching that upside. Like him consistently not getting his head around after cuts. I don't know what that's about. I don't know how that happens at this level of football, you know? Like there are things like that I'm like, I think they're gonna really cap his upside. You know what I mean? And it kind of explains why he never had the kind of career in college people thought he would.
But like, you know.
But useful player.
Useful player. He might get better. You never know.
Marquise Goodwin track, you know. Type beat.
Yeah, something like that.
He's going to play a lot of teams though.
Oh, you think so?
Oh yeah, those kind of players do play for a lot of teams. Like they're not good enough to extend at market value. So, and he doesn't return kicks or nothing like that consistently. So, does he return punts?
No. He doesn't do anything on specials, I don't believe.
Yeah. It's hard to survive when he's gonna have to learn how to return some kicks if you want to stay on one team for a long time and get good at it.
You just got to work on this route running because it's just.
Curtis, he can work on that route running if he don't get his fucking eyes around after the cut. And what the fuck you gonna do?
He do just be kind of like he's so lackadaisical with it. Like he just be like,
dog. When I pointed this shit out, like at the beginning of the year, man, people got so bad. He's a rookie. What do you expect? I'm like, I expect a little bit better than this. Like,
I expect you to get your head around for sure.
Like getting your head around is crazy on mesh. Like you're running a drag.
You're not gonna look. You're just not gonna look for the ball.
You're just gonna run straight to the sideline.
Like you're not gonna look. He's not gonna look for the ball. Like it's a bad. I'm wrong because I think he's gonna look for the ball.
This shit got to be funny when the quarterback throw an interception like that. Like, bruh, he ain't look.
Like, what am I supposed to do here?
How the fuck I supposed to get you the ball? You're not looking.
You're not looking. Like, you're not even looking for the ball, bro.
We got the next one.
Yeah, we got the next one. This next one's from Rex Fortune again. What is the current equivalent of Andre Johnson if Newsome is Cortland Finnegan? Going to get a new brawl.
Ooh.
Somebody who gonna take it there. Somebody who gonna take it there.
What division is he in now? The NFC. Ooh, George Pickens. Already beef there. It's gonna happen. George Pickens already beef there. Let's see if he makes it to that second Cowboys game. But then George Pickens easy.
And listen, if he gets to that first, as long as he did for that first Cowboys game, it's gonna be a problem.
I know this motherfucker right here. Yeah,
he will be like, "Ooh, Jerry don't give a fuck." Like, I'm on your ass.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody stopping him. CD might jump in.
CD might jump in for real.
Hey, if we're looking for an Andre Johnson situation, it might be with CD Lamb because, like, CD ain't going to wolf you. Oh, Schmitty. Schmitty going
really?
To too. Yeah.
Really?
You don't remember that? Somebody like took his face mask. He went pow pow, and then Nick Saban was yelling at him. He was like, "Look, coach, I'm not about to take that." like, because the Andre Johnson element of this is it's somebody who's quiet, not really a shit talker. Like AJ Brown beating Greg Newsome ass, we'd expect that. George Pickens doing that, we'd expect that. But Schmitty's willing. Schmitty's definitely willing. What, from Louisiana? He already built like a boxer. Let Greg Newsome say something about his family or some shit like that. It's over. He seems pretty principled about this thing. Yeah.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
He is in the wrong division, man. There's just too many on his own team. Somebody might beat his ass. They're like, who else is in that division?
You gotta deal with AJ, Smitty, as you mentioned. You gotta deal with Pickens, of course. Right. You gotta deal with CD. You gotta deal with
Washington. Who they got now?
Just Terry and nobody. Terry McLaurin, and that's it.
It's just something. That boy need to go to therapy. Terry don't want to hurt nobody.
Terry might do something to him.
Hey.
Terry might take it there.
Terry beat your ass.
Terry might take it
what
there.
did you say? That is. Remember when Miles beat up Mason, and everybody immediately was like, "What did Mason Rudolph say to him?" Miles Garrett write poetry and love dinosaurs and old music. What the fuck did you say to him? He's not mean like that, bruh. If Terry McLaurin beat up Greg Newsome, no benefit of the doubt is going to be exclaimed. We're like, what did you do? It's like that time where AJ, was it AJ Brown or no, AJ Green beat the shit out of Jalen Ramsey. You remember that? He suplexed him and everything. And everybody was like, and then everybody immediately was like, damn, what did Jalen Ramsey say to get that ass whooping? Like, nobody was like, AJ Green should be ashamed of himself. No, it was like, I know Jalen Ramsey pushed it over the line. And it'd be fucked up because sometimes it don't be Jalen. Remember that time we thought Jalen Ramsey did something stupid in the playoff game to get that penalty? And then it turned out he got spit on by Jamar Chase? Like nobody believed him during the game because he's Jalen Ramsey. And then we saw it in 4K. We're like, dog, he got spat on.
He didn't even try to hide it
Yeah, this is another element to what we're talking about. It don't even got nothing to do with Greg Newsome at this point. People know they can get their shit off on Greg and nobody's going to ask questions. And sometimes that's who you take your bad day out on. Okay? It's like, you know what? If I beat him up, nobody's going to be mad at me. Like, yeah, let's get to the next one, man.
I think that's it. I think we
like Eli Apple was over there. Remember, they was like ready to fry his ass up when he was with the Giants.
Is Eli Apple still in the league?
No
way. He's still in the league, dude.
No, he is. He been out of the league for a good minute.
Yeah, I think we're good on chat.
I love how y'all said that. Y'all both of y'all was like, no.
Bro, it was amazing when he made it back to Cincinnati.
Like, yo was like, absolutely not. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I was watching spring football. I'm like, oh, Eli Apple's on the Brahmas.
Damn,
he's an aviator.
That's crazy. You said the Brahmas. Let me see, bro. Eli, you done? It's the last team Eli played for, man.
He was with the Dolphins and they let him go. No, he's with the. Oh, he's on the
49ers active roster.
He's on the 49ers. There you go. There, he's still in the league.
He signed a reserve future contracts, but
you could sign a reserve futures contract as a fucking 10-year vet.
That's crazy.
Pretty much.
Feels like that's against the spirit of that rule. Like, he's not accrued vet status?
I don't think so.
How? He's been in the league since 2016.
That's insane, bro. That's insane.
How many practice squads have he been on?
I'm trying to think.
There's no way he still has eligibility left.
Let me check. After getting let go by the Bengals, let's see. He re-signed after his 1 year. He signed a 1-year deal with the Dolphins. Then I think after that he was on the Chargers practice squad on October 15th, 2024. Then he was promoted to the active roster on November 25th. He was placed on IR after suffering a hamstring injury. Then he was reactivated on the 2025. Then 2025, he was signed to the San Francisco 49ers. Then he was released on August 7th. And then he was re-signed to the practice squad on August 27th.
Hey, man. Still don't know how he's eligible for a reserve future contract.
But still in the league, man. Still in the league.
Played till he was 30. He's still playing. It's funny because, like, definitely a disappointing career for where he was selected 10th overall. But, like, if you were to tell me after 2019 that Eli Apple would have a 10-year career, I wouldn't have believed you. So
Eli went to Ohio State, didn't he?
Yeah. No, he was like the number one recruiter in the country. Him and Von Bell. It was like a big deal when they both went to Ohio State. and they were both kind of underwhelmed.
He's like one of them Ohio State players that we don't talk about.
That's back when Ohio State used to be DBU. Yeah, they lost that reputation.
Yeah. They really did used to be DBU though.
It was like Marshawn Lattimore, Denzel Ward, and then it just falls off dramatically. With Jeffrey Okuda, oh God.
Man, Jeff could never stay healthy, bro.
Hey man, that's the dude. Every time I see him, I'm like, he ruined it for every Ohio State DB since him. Like Sean Wade was gonna get a bag, and then he haven't.
Sean Wade stopped Sean Wade from getting the bag.
Hey man, no, that defensive coordinator fucked Sean Wade up. He ain't had to do that. He knew that man could have covered no Schmitty. Schmitty got
Sean was what? Sean was what? He was a 6th round pick or something after that.
He was a 5th round pick. He was getting 1st round pick. He was getting 1st or 2nd round pick hype at one point. Then that championship game brought him down a little bit.
He let Schmitty get 4 touchdowns and then get home by halftime.
And then he was drafted 5th overall he was drafted in the 5th round by the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, then he got traded to the Patriots.
Ooh.
Then he got cut by the Patriots.
Damn.
Then he was signed with the practice squad for the Chargers. He was promoted. Then he was re-released, and then he signed the practice squad again. Then he signed with the Chicago Bears. And if you want to guess where he's playing now, he is playing for the Dallas Renegades of the UFL.
Damn. Making his UFL debut.
In a couple weeks.
With a lot of other, by the way, Ohio State DBs that went early. Like with the other one, what was his name? Oh, he had the stupidest headshot.
Gary Conley.
Was it Gary and Conley with the headband in his fucking?
No, Damon Arnett. Damon
Arnett. Conley over there too.
Hey, Damon Arnett in jail?
No, Damon Arnett out of jail.
Damon Arnett not in jail. He just on the Brahmas.
No, Damon Arnett's was with Texans, and then he got cut.
He was with the Roughnecks with the Texans, and now he's not anywhere.
Damn, bro. Yeah. This Ohio State royalty just gone.
And you know what's really fucked up? I think he had to have. So like 2021, he was on the practice squad with the Dolphins. He was on the practice squad in 2022 with the Chiefs. 3 years away from football, signed with the Renegades. Roughnecks, my bad.
Damn, man.
Yeah, man. That Ohio State DBU thing went out the window quick. Whoo.
Yeah, the Browns got the last good one.
They got the only good one.
Nah, don't do that because Marshawn was good at first.
Yeah, I mean, Marshawn had a good year, and then he lived off that reputation for a while. But when was the last time you've heard of a Marshawn Lattimore shutdown performance? It's been what? Since Antonio Callaway was on the fucking Browns?
It's been a long time, man.
It's been a real long time. Denzel, the only good one. It's amazing Denzel been as good as he has, as long as he has, and nobody talks about it.
Chad Ochocinco talks about it all the time.
Yeah. He's always amazed. He's like, God damn. The second time the Browns have got a quarter with extreme longevity that we're just going to waste. Because when Joe Hayden was good for 10 years.
Yeah, Joe Hayden was good forever.
Someone said Caleb Downs counts. Not really. He's an Alabama recruit, but he was pretty much finished by the time he showed up to Ohio State. No, I don't really count that. And he was already wasn't he a top recruit?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, you discovered him as a 3-star developed Caleb Downs, y'all.
He was originally going to commit to Ohio State. Then Alabama threw him that bag, and
okay, it still doesn't change the fact that he went to Alabama first.
No, I'm just pointing it out.
That he went to Ohio State once Saban left, and cashed it.
Oh shit.
Okay, we got one more super chat.
One more. Let's get it.
All right. This is from Kyraz. My favorite Super Bowl ever when the Rams beat the Bengals. Cup was cooking Eli burnt toast apple.
Man. OBJ was supposed to be a Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, it's all his shit.
It's probably good for us that he wasn't, but
yeah, it doesn't matter now. I mean, Kevin's gone.
it's probably good for us now to think about it that he wasn't the Super Bowl MVP. But
hey, man, you ever just think about like how fucked up it is what the Browns and the Giants did to that man's career? Like the path Odell was on, and then what happened?
Yeah, he was supposed to be the one, man. He's supposed to be the one.
And this is why I'm like, don't trade for a wide receiver before you get your quarterback. Like, don't trade for a big, like, that's going to be the main guy wide receiver before you get your. You want to trade for a 2, fine. Nobody care about that. Or even like a low 1, like a Amari Cooper, fine. But if you don't know who your guy's going to be, you got to be careful because you could trade for Odell Beckham and find the one quarterback in the world who's good enough to start, but not good enough to use him. Which is also another reason why you shouldn't be paying these wide receivers $40 million. Could you imagine if it was today's market, we paying Odell $40 million and Baker like, I can't find him.
Yeah. Good God, bro.
Yeah, man. We just out here like, oh, Odell's open. They just got to get the chemistry together. It ain't going to happen if it ain't happening. Like, all right. Any shout outs before we head out?
Let's see who I want to shout out, man. Who I want to shout out. You know what? Shout out all Dungeons and Dragons players, bro. Shout out all Dungeons and Dragons players.
That's random, but okay.
Shout out all Uber drivers, Instacart drivers, Door Dashers. Shout out everyone who works in the medical profession. Shout out Steel Toe Gang. Shout out Anime Gang. And shout out to everybody going to Fan Expo.
Is that like in Ohio?
Yes.
All right. Curtis, you got shout outs?
Not this week. Probably have them next week.
Why not this week?
I can't think of anything.
I was like, leave it up for next week.
I'm about to say you holding out.
No, I just don't have anything.
All right, yeah. All right. Shout out to tech work. So shout out to people who work for what they call it when you call in because you got an issue in IT. Shout out to IT workers. You know what I mean? And garbage men, the backbone of our society. If we didn't have people to call when our shit not working or when our trash need throwing out, the whole thing would just collapse. So shout out to the garbage men. Shout out to everybody who works in the Department of Sanitation. Shout out to everybody running the sanitation union. And shout out to everybody in the government who acquiesces to the demands of the sanitation union. They need to be well paid. That's probably the most important job of a society. They should make $50 an hour if we're being honest. I don't know what they make now. You remember when you was a kid, they used to be like, oh yeah, garbage men make more than teachers. I'm like, teachers should make more, but I don't blame the garbage man for being paid well because
they need it.
Yeah, I'm not throwing that shit for cheap.
Yeah, they need it. They need it for real.
Fuck? You gotta get up early too. That's the part nobody talks about. Yeah, it sucks to be around garbage, but you gotta wake up at fucking 2 a.m. That's not fun. Ain't nothing about that shit fun. Yeah, so tip your local garbage man. Anything else? Someone said they make $15 an hour. Ain't no way garbage men make $15 an hour, though. That's crazy. They need to make way more than $15 an hour. Everybody needs to make more than $15 an hour, dog. Even the person doing fries at McDonald's needs more than $15 an hour. We joke about it. Anybody could do that job, but look, when somebody not doing it good.
Yeah.
Everybody cannot do that job.
Uh-huh. Or it's like, even if everybody could do that job, I still want the person doing that job to be incentivized to do it well. Okay. Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Them fries freshly salted and cleanly put into my little canister. Nothing fuck your day up like getting a bad poor fries.
Oh, also, shout out the group chat, man. Shout out the group chat for sure.
So it says, shout out to the city of Cleveland.
Of course, always.
Hey, man, look, I don't know if we know anybody who works for FedEx, but I got beef with FedEx. Shout out to UPS, man. Shout out to UPS. Shout out to the United States Postal Service.
I ain't gonna tell you who works for FedEx. I'll tell you off camera.
Every time I get something delivered by FedEx, it's fucked up. It's always fun. You know, I had to go all the way out to like Georgia to pick up my own package because FedEx refused to deliver me some shit. I can't stand FedEx, man. But y'all have a great one. Peace.